Regionals coming to you live from the esports arena here in Santa Ana, California. I'm James Chen.
I'm this guy, David Graham,
That's
aka
right.
Ultra David.
Yep.
And we're going to be moving on to pool number 20, winners finals of this pool. It's going to be Nuckledu versus Custom Fit. So Du, we saw him beat Din Lee. He also beat Dark Zero Omega. And Custom Fit actually beat Anti.
Oh, wow. Okay, okay. Nice.
He then beat L Train Locomotive. So we'll see what they come out with. Du on the right of your screen, he's going to go with Guile, and Custom Fit with Laura.
Interesting. Yeah, I really would love to find out which characters Nuckledu wants to pick, which characters against.
We got to talk to them about that, yeah. We're going to have a couple good ones coming up after this, too. Definitely want to stick around. Knight 2 versus Onuki, and Menard versus Ricki Ortiz.
There you go.
That's a cool one. All right, well, we'll see what happens here. Du with the Guile. Delayed Sonic Boom just to make sure.
Try to anti-air with that stand medium kick, but not enough range on it. Yep, there you go, right there. That V-skill, Sonic Boom, 2 hits. So nice.
Yeah, I feel like that range is a tough one for Laura. She can't really jump.
Oh, beautiful. You know, I was just saying earlier on stream that they're just, I don't feel like Guile's taking advantage of that quick charge flash kick enough. And right there, we saw Nuckledu do it, so beautiful stuff. Yeah, if they jump after you throw a Sonic Boom, you can pretty much almost always flash kick them.
Activates. Oh, the delay! Very nice timing by Nuckledu. Now he's back to this control. Yep, so yeah, again, that range kind of tough. She can't really set a fireball. She can't really jump. She has no EX, so not going to get through a fireball either.
Nice. That was one of Nuckledu's strengths back in Street Fighter 4 with Guile. He just had those anti-air button timing down. Oh, she's just walking into it. Coming way faster. Oh, he tried to throw, but somehow it's like she was still in block stun.
Well, I think that was probably the jump back OS tech, right, as Laura.
Yeah.
But then Guile punished it with forward fierce. Love it. So Custom Fit slowly moving forward. Blocks this time. It was a throw last time. Attempt anyway.
Oh, there it is now into the corner. Oh, this is a problem.
Sick.
Wow, just gonna go into the super. Let's just do it. As much damage as possible. Oh!
It didn't work for that. That's so sick.
That was like 5 shimmies in a row.
The movement.
I love the chase down after the fireball, but didn't get anything out of it.
That trigger is wasting away. Surprised to see no, like, sort of...
You see the crouch walk from
Nuckledu. There, okay, so EX is being safe for up-close stuff. Not going to use it as a way to get in. Ah, the grab. Again, pretty riskless. If she had woken up with EX elbow, that would have lost anyway.
That was also, I think there's like a tech with Laura where you do the jump OS tech but hit roundhouse at the same time. And I think her jumping roundhouse like makes her land faster or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. I remember seeing there was a reason to do that instead of just the lights.
That's a good chance, yes. Confirms it.
Just gonna go wake up with a flash kick.
Yeah, not hit invincible, but it does work against other stuff.
It's vulnerable until its first active frame, and then it's finally invincible.
Hey, okay.
But the EX one is invincible from the beginning.
Right.
Right.
Oh, chance on the whip punish, didn't take it.
It's definitely something we see a lot in Street Fighter 5, like Ryu, Vega, whip stand, roundhouse in front of your face.
You just see how
eats the jump roundhouse.
You know, Custom Fit is looking for those opportunities to try to get his way in, and so far has not really been able to consistently find it. Dude's done such a good job of setting up that mid-range control, and the spacing where he's doing it from is so strong.
Okay, crush counter, he's gonna get in there, keeps him on the same side.
Yep, properly blocking. There are advantage frames there for Laura. Oh, that was really good.
Yeah, I like the jump. Oh, fireball's not gonna last long enough. Guile's not gonna fall on it.
Here it is.
Using the armor to get through. Jump back, OS tech you saw right there. Nuckledu, but puts himself back into the corner.
Yes, he's just waiting for it.
Yeah, just bait it out. Oh, I love that. V-skill right under him on wake up. Got the combo from the other side, now chasing Nuckledu back to the other corner. Nuckledu trying to fight for a little space. Yeah, there you go. You can't
really
jump
can't do that,
after the Sonic Boom.
Okay, wanted the interesting setup, didn't come, but that's all good. Custom Fit takes the round.
All right, good stuff to Custom Fit.
Final round.
Showing a little fight.
Well, this is winners finals of the pool, you know, it's not going to be a pushover.
Oh, yeah, of
Or
course.
shouldn't be, anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to help if he keeps walking into Sonic Booms like that.
Well, I like how Nuckledu is mixing up the, which one he uses.
Right.
The fast or the slow.
Just using that V reversal to get Laura off of him.
Oh, no, anti-air consistently Custom Fit had that. Slowly trying to pressure in.
Nice standing medium kick.
Again, punish. That's such good awareness.
That's so fast when he throws that EX through the V skill. Man. Again, just using the V reversals to keep Laura off of him. Yeah. Armor's not going to last through 2 hits. Oh, wow. Try to almost like look like he was thinking that Custom Fit was going to jump back.
Yeah, just a little bit too far ahead of himself, but it's all good right now for Nuckledu.
Oh, and gets the cross-up Sonic Boom. Oh. Dirty stuff right there. Guile is just so cool in this game. Like, I think he's so interesting. I think that the V skill that they gave him was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a neat idea. Plant a stationary Sonic Boom, then if he throws a Sonic Boom through it, he gets a 2-hit Sonic Boom. I don't know. It's just...
No, I like it a lot. And furthermore, not just fun, but it can be really effective.
Yeah.
It can be really good. You know, you saw part of that there. The variation between throwing the slow Sonic Boom and that very slow shield that it creates, or EX and all of a sudden it's there, like that big difference in timing. People will walk into the EX one just because it's so fast.
Oh, yeah.
They're thinking that they can walk forward and block the jab one, right? And all of a sudden the other one hits, so I really like it. It's effective as a shield, as a space control tool, as a way to bait people to jump.
Dude, when I played Guile online for a big chunk at one point in time, and honestly, like, full screen EX Sonic Boom was just like such a, like, you just went to it a couple of times and people just ran into it, and it was like a free damage a lot of the time.
Like, most full screen projectiles are a bad idea.
Right.
Like, typically that's a bad idea. But in this case with Guile, EX Sonic Boom or V-Skill Sonic Boom, any of them, those are all legit.
Yeah, because continuing to throw something super fast, something slow, makes it so that their approach is really hard. If you keep throwing fast Sonic Booms or slow Sonic Booms, it's easy for them to walk in between each of them, gain distance, and then you throw out that EX one, all of a sudden they walk into that, and now they have to be careful of that. Just makes the approach that much harder.
So this is pool 24. This is night 2 against CBZ Onuki, a.k.a. Nuki, from Japan.
Yep, Nuki, Onuki Shinya, all the way from Japan. He's an old school player, one of the greatest Japanese players of all time.
For sure.
Really kind of quit during Street Fighter 4 because he didn't really like the game that much.
Yeah, he played early on and then didn't stick with it.
Yeah, but here in Street Fighter 5, I'm not sure if he intended to come back, but he got sponsored by CBZ and he's like, all right, I'm back.
Yeah.
And as a result, which tournament? It was one of the European tournaments where he played Daigo in a tournament. It was like the first time they played each other in a tournament like in over 10 years.
Oh, yeah, I think it was 15 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something crazy like that.
Well, in pool 24, he beat Lucan.
Ooh, wow.
He also beat Endgamer 3K. Okay. And this is winners finals, so night 2 beat Futile.
Really? Wow, okay.
Yeah. So night 2 has made it. Yeah, for sure.
Do we have where he's from by any chance?
Oh, I can find that out. From California.
Oh, okay, nice. Good stuff.
So it's Chun. It's always Chun for Nuki. It's Chun in any game that has Chun in it.
Yep. Like Nuki and Lud are like the two players that you can't, be like, hey, you pick the top tier. Yeah. No, this is just who they use.
Yeah, it's just that character's almost always good. So pretty good character to main across games if you have to pick one. So it's Ken for Nuki's opponent, night 2.
Okay. Wow, Nuki going right in there. Look at this.
Testing
instant aggression.
Yeah.
And Nuki continuing that. Okay, finally calming down a little bit for some footsies. Oh, I love the background house. Chun-Li's kind of get reliant on that standing light kick, and you lose a lot of damage.
And in this matchup, it's not always easy to anti-air with stand short against Ken's jump hurricane.
That's right.
That can lose. But back roundhouse is definitely a better option.
Great reaction to use jumping medium kick to get the cross up from Chun. Back throw. Here go. Use that fireball to get in for the overhead. Not quite dead yet. Ken, of course, with the ability. Oh,
did
no!
Not.
V-trigger.
Oh, here's a big chance,
yeah.
though. Big chance. Super's going to be built almost, maybe the next confirmed. So he's a hit away from doing this.
Yeah, nice from Nuki to not quick rise. That was really smart from Nuki to not quick rise and put himself into that mix-up situation. In fact, I just saw a tweet from Justin earlier this weekend that said, do not quick rise 90% of the time when you're in the corner. It will save your life. You know, so many people have all these great setups and mix-ups for when you quick rise in the corner.
Great corner control right now.
I love that low fierce and the run cancel to get out of the corner.
Yeah, we're seeing some pretty good stuff out of Knight 2, but he's, okay, I was going to say, he's letting Nuki run over him. Exactly right then, he put a kibosh on it.
Nuki challenging even at -2. Oh, that's it right there.
You gotta know that's what Chun's looking for there.
Oh, so not dead yet, but very close. But again, Ken has that ability to do a lot of damage. He's sitting on full V-trigger, full super.
Yeah, don't worry about Ken. He's 2 hits away from taking this game.
Oh, 1 hit. No. Oh, I don't know if that was safe. That was such a late cancel on that stand roundhouse. It might not have been safe, but no matter. Nuki gets it with a towards medium punch.
Chun-Li wins.
It's like Nuki trying to get some advice from his friends sitting there next to him.
5-win streak.
Round 1.
Yeah, I looked it up. The roundhouse cannot be unsafe when you V-trigger cancel.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Worst case, it's 0 on block.
Okay, got it. Ooh, wow. And it was a counter hit, so Nuki's going to get the combo off of it. And then the counter hit with the crouch light punch. Oh, not fast enough, so he ends up going over Ken. Knight 2 gets under, but now just walking into buttons. Nuki taking that round decisively. It's not how you like to go into a match point situation against you.
There was a Dragon Punch from Knight 2 in the previous game that kind of made Nuki sit back a little bit. I wonder if that'd be something to bring out again just as a way to end this. Well, okay, you took advantage of that mistake by Nuki. Approach now. Oh, way too far. Whiff punish by Nuki. Nice.
Oh,
the reset!
Go for a reset just to get some extra damage. Push him into the corner, but nice back throw from Knight 2. Activates V-trigger early. Gets the throw. What's the mix-up now?
The patience by Nuki. He was willing to take the grab.
And you see there, Nuki.
Super.
Yeah,
Super.
Chip.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. And I mean, look, Nuki did it too. He didn't quick rise in the corner, right? And it looked like it threw off the pace of Knight 2.
Yeah.
And not only that too, but okay, let's say he does have a setup and he's still going to get the mix-up on you when you get up and not quick rise. You've still burned off that much more of the V-trigger timing, right? So he had activated V-trigger early, threw him, and then he walked back and forth a little bit. And you know, Ken's going to lose that little bit of V-trigger during that time. So
it's true. Yeah. He only has 28 seconds now or whatever.
Fair.
But no, but I mean, but you're right. You're
yeah,
right. You're right.
Exactly. So just kind of let that burn off a little bit. But also, make sure you check out CapcomProTour.com for all your information on the Capcom Pro Tour. Of course, we're coming close to the end now. We're pretty much like a month and a half away from the Capcom Cup now.
Yeah, in fact, that's the first weekend of December.
That's right. So, yeah, and of course, check out these Vertigear chairs. Enter the promo code SCR2016 to save 10%. You can also check them out at 4GamerGear on Twitter and on Facebook.
Yep, there are chairs if you're a baby, as on the far left. And there are chairs if you're the tallest man in the world as well.
Yep, very comfortable chairs. We have used them a lot for our commentary stations these days, and trust me, it's made it a lot easier for us.
Yeah, remember having to sit like 10 or 12 hours in a little folding chair?
Yeah.
We have done that.
Dude, we've also had, there was one tournament where we sat in stools, I think it was.
Yeah, that did happen.
That like had no back support at all, like during the course of the entire weekend.
Yeah. But no longer, thanks to Vertigear. So we're going to go to pool 23.
And Menard, the birdie player from Dominican Republic, was the guy who basically sealed it for Team Dominican Republic yesterday during the Versus Wednesday Night Fights exhibition. Very strong player, hasn't really had a chance to travel much. Made it out here being sponsored by Canada Cup. And that's why he is wearing that Canada Cup hoodie.
CCG Menard.
Yeah,
I think it's so good that the DR guys, the Dominican Republic players came, because the scene is really strong. Yeah, they really have good players there.
And Menard said that he's very rarely been able to travel, but he actually listed off, like, he's like, at EVO, this Dominican Republic guy got 9th place in this game, this Dominican Republic
no,
got,
they're very good.
They really are super good.
I don't know if you're the one who told me this. Maybe it was Steven, but Menard likened himself to Ricki Ortiz.
Oh, yeah, it was me. Yeah, he told that to me. Yeah.
Right, very interesting. So now that matchup is going to happen.
Yep.
This is winners finals of pool number 23. Menard came through Wing, and Ricki Ortiz came through Leviathan or Violent Cane.
Okay, Leviathan, of course, James from Hawaii. Oh, whoa! And gets a crush counter. Look at that. Yeah, Menard, very strong with Birde. Look at this.
Yeah, it's a... Oh, that's... Well, I don't know if it's punishable, but she definitely gets to move first. Wow, too far!
When I saw Menard play yesterday, he was doing that thing that you guys were mentioning that Zyzie does a lot, which is the just crouch fierce.
Yeah. I'm very interested by both of these players, Menard and CXY or whatever it is. They're both... They use tools that other birdies, at least in the States, who, of course, are the ones I mostly watch, don't use that much. And that I didn't see Crusher, a good Japanese birdie, use as well. So there's kind of a different take, and I love it. I think the way that they play the character is so strong.
I saw their Menard taking that first round. And it's really hard to out-footsie Ricki, especially when Ricki has a character as strong at footsies as Chun-Li, but Menard is doing exactly that.
Wow, I can't believe that worked out. I'm sure that was on accident, but it worked out.
But look at this button sequence for Menard. Ricki has had a really tough time getting through this.
You're right.
Can't imagine that was intentional from Ricki either.
No, I probably supposed to be air throw.
Oh, could have been, yeah. Might have done it too early. Maybe there's a little bit of a height restriction on it.
Yeah, but you're right. The ranges that Birde was harassing at are ranges that it's tough to counter. You know, a lot of characters have trouble getting through that stuff. And I'm sure Ricki understands, you know, the frame data and the buttons and all that, having played against people in NorCal who play Birde. It's just that this is such a different style.
Right, exactly. Like, this is not LPN Birde.
Right, it's not LPN Birde. And no you know, sort of disfavor for LPN Birde. He just doesn't play this style.
Right. Well, Ricki's definitely made some sort of adjustment.
That pop, wow.
So.
That said, Menard is basically 3 mix-ups away from taking this.
And a back throw into the corner. Here we go. This is the position that Menard was getting so much play out of in the corner. Look at that damage on that EX command throw. It goes
the link! Oh, wait, say what? Did you see that?
Stun beating the spinning bird kick?
Did you see? Yes! That was underneath EX Bird.
Yes.
It was a little late on the hit, but I'm surprised to see it get under EX Bird in that way.
Yeah, like he didn't stick his hurt box and get clipped or something like that.
Funky. Wow, Menard is making this work out so well.
And the meaty.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's something I've seen LPN do, so Ricki knows about that stuff.
Oh, here we go.
It's been working.
Goes for the spinning bird kick.
Ricki with a stun again. 2 rounds in a row now. But we saw it didn't ultimately matter.
Oh, okay, went for the reset.
Oh, again.
Here we go.
Again, Ricki's got to be sweating. Ricki is sweating for sure. That's going to be it.
In the Super Menard is going to take it twice after being stunned and then one back throw into the corner, and that was it.
That's wild. I almost feel like for Ricki it would have been better if she had gotten some stun combo and then just backed off.
Yeah,
Because both of those rounds were very quickly converted from big dominant rounds by Ricki to Menard with, like I said, 3-4 mix-ups. I don't know. 4 might be on the higher end.
Birde still does a lot of damage.
Ton of damage.
He's one of those characters that early on everyone thought was super strong, and then people started kind of like, okay, no, he's not that good. I mean, like here in SoCal, we had a whole bunch of Birde players leave Birde.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't think that the characters...
No, in NorCal, that happened. In New York, that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened in a bunch of different places, but look, Menard, played super strongly.
Yeah.
And I guess I feel like there's kind of a Birde resurgence.
Yeah.
There have been people who've been saying that Birde is very strong this entire time. Okay, there have been people who think he's top 5 this whole time.
Really?
I still know some.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody else, honestly, including me, we're kind of poo-pooing that. But you never know, right?
Yeah.
We'll see how this game goes.
Taking out one of the best Chun-Lis in the United States.
Yeah.
No small feat. So there you go. But look at this match that we have coming up here. It is going to be RB Snake Eyez, now officially just from California.
Yeah.
Going up against Mago-san, who will be going with, sorry, not Ken, going with Karin. Yeah, Karin Kanzuki.
Now,
I'm curious to see if we're going to see Zangief for Ryu.
Right. I do feel that Karin does well against Ryu. I feel like she has a lot of tools in that matchup, but I feel the same way about Karin versus Gief. So I don't really know. I don't know like what the solution is.
I think Zangief can fight Karin pretty decently.
I don't want to describe it as being a terrible matchup, but I guess what I mean is to say is that I don't think either of Snake Eyes' characters are the best solutions.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess he's going with the character that he's more comfortable with, which is Zangief against Mago Karin from Japan.
Yeah. I mean, I've played this match from the Karin side, and the thing that scares me the most, obviously, is the jumps from Zangief.
Yeah.
Because, again, I say this all the time, but her anti-airs aren't the greatest.
Sure.
But, you know, if you can play this good footsie game, if you can do air-to-air anti-airs, or if you keep mixing it up enough, it can be a pain for Zangief to get through this game right here, that standing medium kick. But you also have to be careful about the V-skill from Zangief.
I was wondering why Mago was backing off to a range where his buttons don't work anymore, but he was in order to set up the jump. So smart man.
And there you see one of the problems too, is I think Karin's stand roundhouse crush counters Zangief's fears.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so he can't absorb that one.
Yeah, you really, yeah. I mean, there aren't too many reasons to use charge spheres as Gief in this matchup.
Snake Eyez trying to sneak in there with a dash into EX SPD. Not going to get it. Gets the jump in. Now, see, there's one of the things that Snake Eyez has not learned to get away from, is that when he lands that jump, he always goes into low jab. If you think you're going to get the hit, you go into stand light kick, so you can lariat and combo.
I'm not sure if that would have worked at that range anyway.
Yeah, might not have. Might have missed.
So game 1 to Mago, who danced in and out, and it was good. Played it well. Wow, stand strong buffer.
Throw.
And jumping at just a gorgeous angle. Great timing. Tough for Gief to deal with that. Oh, he did not have trigger yet. And instead he gets the XSPD.
Goes for another one,
Mago
but Mago just gets out of there, yeah. Oh, okay. Knew that wasn't a true block string. Gets the
meaty, yes, was patient on it. Still has one more chance on that, but not for much damage. Oh, it's...
Oh,
wow, really?
From Snake Eyez, I'm surprised. Now crush counter. Oh, but Mago doesn't combo it successfully.
Yeah, Mago just playing away at a range where he can anti-air very easily.
Ooh.
Yeah, whiff punish. Well, no, too far.
Snake Eyez has tried that a few times, that dash of EX SPD. It just hasn't really worked out for him.
Well, that's part of the dancing that's been going on. So
yeah.
Mago sometimes plays at ranges where his buttons work, where he can whiff, or where he can just harass, right? That stand roundhouse range. But then we've also seen him oftentimes backdash to a range where he can jump pretty comfortably, and also where, you know, he can do that.
Round 1.
All right, well, he's going to stick with Zangief, so let's see how this is going to work out for him. Again, every time I watch Snake Eyez play Zangief, I just can't help but feel like he's playing Street Fighter IV Zangief in Street Fighter V. It still feels like he's kind of doing that.
I really like that jab to take advantage of things by Mago. He knows that Gief doesn't really have advantage after top-level jump medium kick. That hasn't worked.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to sneak into an SPD off of knee, off of dash.
He tried instant air SPD, but Mago was doing EXDP at the time. Right. That was the only chance so far for that.
All right, good punish on that low roundhouse from max range with the low jab. Not going to get much off of it. But, throws him right out of the V reversal.
It's hard to get Snake Eyez off of his anti-air game in that way, to make him only pay attention to the ground, but that's what Mago's been able to do. Mago's been able to do far jump roundhouse, not get anti-aired with crouching gear turning.
And then he's going to get the hit off the low, go for the reset, stay in the front. Mago now on match point. We've got Zangief here. Got the nice little hat on his head. Let's see if he can get anything going, because right now, Mago has controlled this match from start to finish.
And I still feel that we're not, you know, I like the jump timings from Mago, but I do feel that Snake Eyes could be anti-airing them if he were keeping his eyes fully open. It's hard to do. But again, just like this, that could have been a crouching fierce opportunity.
Now the hardest part is, again...
Oh, wow, he was holding up. Nice.
One of the things about Snake Eyes is that he was really good at anti-airs with the lariat button. And after he lost the lariat button, I just feel like he's had trouble changing that to crouch fierce.
He's shooting for the moon right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, he wanted something big there. Never really got it. Mago playing very patiently, knows he doesn't need to go in. He can just hang out here. This is a great range to anti-air with the EXTP.
Yep, and...
If Zangief were to jump.
And so he's just finding the opportunities to get those standing medium kicks in there. And see how he's just really just patient. I love how he's doing this.
Yeah, this is excellently done.
And he's basically given up no stage, like very, very little. He's going backwards, but very, very slowly, and eventually he's going to land that stand medium kick.
Yeah, very well played. Very well played.
Excellent stuff from Mago.
So that was, let me check out which pool that was in. That was in pool number 22. And that must have been winners finals, but I'll check it out. Yeah, it was. That was winners finals. So Mago qualifies in winners out of his bracket, and then Snake Eyes, we'll have to see who he gets to play through. Well, actually, let me see if it's on there. It's not. It's not. So we'll
he
see
still
who
has a chance to go through the loser side, basically, because he's in losers finals now. And this has got to be a winners finals match, because this is a big one right now. This is Julio Fuentes coming up against Ranmasama.
This is pool 18. Let me check it out for you on arena.flowko.tv.
Whose face is that right through the vertigear chair? Check that out. There's like...
yeah, through the hole there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is winners finals. So this means that Julio beat CJ Showstopper.
Okay.
And we saw Ranmasama beat El Cubano Loco.
Right. This is going to be a Ken Nakali matchup. Early on in Street Fighter V, we saw this match a lot. And no surprise that we're still seeing it now. Both of these characters, super strong characters.
They sure are.
Looking in the crowd right now, I see Rathmatics again. I see Filipino champ trying to stay alive in the global boards.
Yeah.
He's in the bottom. He's in the second to last position down there. And if he falls out of there, he's okay.
Right.
Because he'll qualify in the North America spot. But then that pushes XSK Samurai out of there.
Right, yeah.
So XSK Samurai probably hoping Filipino champ goes far in this bracket.
Very cool to see Ranmasama come out here. You know, he's been traveling for a long time and had success, including internationally in this game. Again, if you'd like to check out all the brackets, either smash.gg to see who's in which pool, or if you want to actually like follow along as things are happening, you can do so at flowko.tv. Ken and Rashid?
Huh, interesting.
It's a character he plays sometimes.
Yeah, we've seen Rashid. I'm sorry, we've seen Ranmasama use Rashid before.
Okay, that is what he's going to do then.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder if that's just something that he doesn't like about the Ken Nakali matchup. I don't think that's particularly bad for Nakali. Remember, Julio, as we've mentioned, talks with a lot of the SoCal guys, so expect Julio. If you see that Crouch Fierce in the Tornado, expect to see a Hurricane kick from Julio.
Right, yeah. Taking up a lot of space on screen with that Fierce. Now, Rashid doesn't have a ton of damage in a lot of situations, but other than that, I feel like he's one of the more accomplished, one of the more complete characters in Street Fighter V. I just feel like he has good buttons on the ground, he has anti-airs, he has pressure, invincible tool, mobility.
Yeah, that run from him was really nice mobility. Oh, okay, no.
There it is. Yep. I think that's something Ranmasama was looking for too. But wow, look at how much space that is just taken up. And if Julio were to jump, oh, okay, well he didn't jump. He comes in on the ground. Oh!
out of range for both of them, and he's going to be able to confirm off of that. Not going to be enough to kill, though. Once again, that's one of Rashid's weaknesses. Small hits like that don't equal big damage for him.
Oh, big chance, yeah. Unfortunate for Julio that that back strong happened to hit Ranmasama out of the air.
Yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, Ranmasama with round 1. Now, both of these players did get to Japan Cup and played over there during Tokyo Game Show, and as we've mentioned many times now, Ranmasama getting the furthest out of all the American players.
Julio across the great block, Ranmasama. Oh, I think
it looked like he tried it, yeah.
I think it's supposed to have been Tatsu.
Yeah, you saw that standing light kick.
Right.
Too far to punish. Ooh, crush counter again. He's going to get the confirm off of it, and I love it. See, that's that Takauchi strategy right there. Use the EX Eagle, the Eagle kick, basically, to switch sides.
Right.
Then spinning mixer to push him in the corner.
All about trying to get the corner.
Yep.
Still going to be there. One more mix-up. Oh,
got it. And
oh, again?
Oh, not quite dead. But just goes for a standard cross-up. And look at that. Ranmasama taking game number 1. Again, this is the qualify out of the winner's side of their pool. Julio says he's ready to go.
Player 1.
Of course, as player 2, he has no control.
Yep.
Round 1. Fight.
So I like this pick. I think this pick makes a lot of sense. The way that he's controlling that ground against Ken has just been very difficult for Julio to get around. And there's the solution to it is going to the air. Julio's been doing that. The question is, can Ranmasama get the anti-airs? His character can, but will he get it himself? Oh, he's just fishing for it constantly.
Now getting a little cute, accidentally put himself into the corner.
He just gets away. He's playing this pretty patiently. Into there? No, not quite. Into there? Yes!
Still into there. Oh, nice auto-corrected uppercut from Julio, but then look at this. Ranmasama just applied the pressure instantly right back at him.
Patience from Ranmasama. Very common frame trap there for Ken, even though it's not super real, but it's commonly done anyway.
It's real enough. If it works, it's real.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh! Oh, but didn't quite get the link. But still,
too far. Yeah, too far.
Fierce is just causing Julio nightmares.
Oh! Trigger. Yes. Into it though.
No, don't do that. No.
Put himself right in there.
Oh. So now Ranmasama match point at the potential has the potential to take this 4 rounds in a row. All right, Julio trying to get in there with a jump, but that crouching fierce. And then all of a sudden the surprise spinning mixer. Julio is not able to find his way around this crouching fierce from Ranmasama. Ranmasama's crouching fierce has been ridiculous so far.
Yeah, there have to be changes out of Julio, and I wonder if that run is going to be part of it. Because he's been trying to play normals on the ground, and that just hasn't worked.
Oh, he got the side switch, which is just what he needed. Oh, let's just uppercut. And you know what? Maybe that's what Julio needs right now.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think there have to be some wild stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, the run, not terribly safe, but it's quite different than how he was playing before. He needs those changes.
Alright, gonna activate the V trigger. Ooh,
oh, but that hit Rashid, yeah. It didn't hit the tornado. It didn't take away any hits.
He gets hit by the cross up.
Oh!
It doesn't even need anything off of the V trigger. Rashid just takes the 2 hits from the EX Fireball and gets KO'd. All right, so Julio takes his first round here in this match. I see his Trinity mate Brent is cool applauding there from the edge of the stage.
So we're seeing Julio play from maybe a little bit farther away. He's not inside that fierce range, or alternatively, he runs right sort of too close for it to work.
And there you saw that.
Or jump.
That Tatsu to beat the low fierce tornado. Oh, blocked in time.
Okay, we're definitely seeing
cancel, yeah.
some very smart changes out of Julio's game. Pressure's up close.
Yeah, look at that. Back medium. Not scared.
Ranmasama playing patiently.
Okay, confirming the uppercut.
Oh, too late? Too early?
Alright, this is
big chance! Big chance!
Julio has been too aggressive against it. He just hasn't blocked enough.
He didn't go for the link, he went for the reset instead. Can Ranmasama do this? He does need a couple of hits. I mean, it's he's a couple mix-ups away here.
Oh, well, that neutral jump is one of them for sure. Oh boy! Oh, he just does it!
Oh!
He's just spinning mixers, and that's going to do it.
Very interesting timing. That was after he got hit by the V-reversal, right? Which means that Ken has more advantage. That's kind of Ken's time to move. And you typically don't see an EXDP in a situation like that. So interesting timing.
Yeah, let's take a look at that again. Let's see where that came from. So here we go. He gets this hit, and then the neutral jump. You see the whip throw, and there it is. Rashid takes advantage of that so well. Cross up, boom, and then just mixer. Just do it.
That was a grab attempt from Julio, and it did not pay off.
Wow. Ranmasama's going to take it over Julio. We have just talked about how consistent Julio has been.
Well, he has been.
But then Ranmasama now showing that his placement at the Japan Cup wasn't a fluke.
Right.
Right.
I think honestly there were some people who thought that it was about the brackets or however it panned out. But no, you can see there. He has a couple of different characters. I liked his game plan a lot. Okay, at the start, I liked the controlling space with Fierce. I thought that made a lot of sense. Yeah, exactly. I did like Julio's counterplay. Yeah, I thought he was starting to play outside of that range or run right into Rashid's face and not really at that Crouching Fierce controlling range. But that comeback, in the end, I mean, that's not about positioning, right? That's just about you making those guesses or not. Yeah,
baiting them. So he whiffs the throw off of your neutral jump, and of course Rashid with the neutral jump Fierce, which hits so well. So
yeah, perfect tool for that.
Man. But I think that's the end of this set of pools here, right?
Okay.
From 17 through 24.
I think you're right. And again, if anybody wants to check out what has happened, the pools, the brackets are being updated live at arena.flowko.tv. That's arena.floko.tv. So if you want to see who has qualified for the next rounds out of pools, that's where you can do it.
That's right. But we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we're going to start pools 25 through 32. Again, the rest of the killers are all in there. You do not want to miss any of that, so stick around.
For those who I wish to protect, I will fight you!
Want to see my kung fu? I'll show you. PlayStation.
Now, find a new rival. Await your return, warrior.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Southern California Regionals 2016. I'm Sajam.
What's up? I'm Ultra David. We're going to continue with pools 25 through 32.
Yes. I'm glad you knew the numbers because I was not quite sure. So the last block was what? 17 to 24 or whatever? Okay, cool. Yeah, so we have pools coming up now. We have a pretty interesting match, as I was just telling you a minute ago. Filthierich is up on stream versus Silos. If you watch Wednesday Night Fights much, you probably know Silos on the left, Ken player, and on the right, Filthierich, former community manager, Tekken.
Yeah, and also a really good Tekken player.
And also really, really sick at Tekken. Worked at Double Helix, where he made the video game Killer Instinct.
That's true, and currently working with the folks making that Breakaway game.
I don't know what that is, but what I do know is that he has a really sick Urien.
That's a public thing. It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm just messing around.
It's definitely for real.
He has a really strong Urien. He always plays this grape-colored alternate outfit Urien, as you can see. I don't know what his obsession with this outfit is, but yeah, he's real strong. I'm curious to see if Silos not only knows the Urien matchup, but can maybe get that rushdown going against Rich. I can also tell you that Rich has the headbutt loops.
Oh, sick.
So if he gets a chance, I'm sure he'll try those. It'd be interesting to see, but here we go. Looks like we're into the match.
I imagine that this could be a volatile kind of match. Keeping Ken out might be tough for Urien. At the same time, I mean, you can never count Urien out. His damage, his control are all really good, and especially once he gets the trigger going, I feel like he's, you know, if not the best character, like he's definitely right up there. There's so many different buttons from so far will go right into Eyez and into mix-ups and damage.
Yeah, I can tell you that Rich for sure plays pretty slow with Urien at a lot of ranges. He kind of just hangs out. There's the knee. You got to be careful about that if you're Ken, the anti-air, but since it was late, I don't think he was ready for the fireball cancel. One thing you got to look out for.
So that's really nice for Urien. Either he anti-airs or he ducks underneath. That's pretty good.
Yeah, seems like a good little scenario for himself. Also, one thing to keep in
Yo,
mind.
that was pretty sick. He got right over.
Rich loves the headbutt in neutral. Yeah, he has meaty headbutts, and he has headbutts in neutral all the time. He should be dead. Yeah.
That was so sick to get over the crouching medium kick or whatever it was.
Dude, he tells me that this character is literally Glacius. He's like, yeah, you use the headbutt as a mobility tool. The shoulder is the Glacius shoulder. The fireball and the Eyez is like the hail, you know? He's like, yeah, I know how to play this character.
I mean, I think the character's very strong.
Yeah, for sure. Good spacing on that. You got to watch out, too. He's got the EX headbutt at any time when he has down charge, reversal. Big jump. Anti-air is ready, and he gets the charge.
Oh. Still harassing up close.
And you see he's not afraid to whip that headbutt and get in there. The stun, we'll see what Rich has for combos. I think he was trying to find a way. Okay. Dude.
This guy. Wow, we're seeing some tech, man. All right, that said, it could all fall apart.
Yeah, this is the Ken tech.
Yes,
get 2 hits and win.
Correct.
Fear reversal is blocked.
Oh, he spent EX. Very surprising.
Oh, and just a little low short stuck it out there. Great spacing from Rich. But yeah, as you can see, he has some really interesting ideas about the character, I think. He has, like, you know, if he stuns you with back throw, he knows how to set up the crazy 3 headbutt loops and all that kind of stuff. He's really strong. I like the way that he uses headbutt and neutral to just hop things and get in there.
I really like that. I think that's a very interesting idea.
Yeah, dude.
He had the anti-air consistently. He had the ground control pretty consistently.
Yeah, he's definitely super strong. I'm telling you, he was watching Wednesday Night Fights with me, and he's like, they're so lucky I don't go there. And I was like, oh yeah? And then I played his Urien, I was like, dang, this guy's sick.
Okay.
He's real good. So he had some cool ideas with the character for sure. Man, that headbutt.
The thing is about headbutts is that they're safe.
Exactly. I was going to say, if you space them well, they're so safe. And not only that, but you can use it as a whiff thing to get in as well. So it's like, it's just so terrifying.
Tackle can be safe at the right ranges. That's always safe.
Yeah, it's EX. I mean, 7 frames, cross the screen super fast, safe on block. It's a real move.
Yeah, it can be canceled into Eyez. Has armor if you V-skill beforehand. Like, it's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, and you see the whiff headbutts, and he comes out with the buttons afterwards, too. Oh, this is a big jump.
Great jump timing.
Yeah, I think Filthierich is getting a little too comfortable, probably. Confirms off the Eyez.
Into what is the question?
Overhead, great block. And the little headbutt to push him back into it. Ah, just waited. And this that could have been a much bigger punish.
Yeah, that should have been the round.
Oh, the combo off the end of throw.
Come on.
The spacing.
Rich. Come on, Rich.
To combo off the tackle with low jab headbutt and then get the throw.
Oh
dude.
My god.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's got the goods.
All right, yeah, this is definitely stronger than the Urien I played against.
Yeah, because we were talking about who the strongest Urien we've seen is.
Yeah, I had played against Richard Wen, and he was pretty good, but he wasn't doing this stuff.
No, I mean, yeah. The problem here, of course, is this. The offense, right? It's so easy to crumble, especially... Oh, I thought there was going to be Thunder Kick. Oh, Eyez is out. Oh, the reset into it, just in case. Oh, pushed him. Oh, and he wanted the throw reset, but there was a hit stun.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's still getting used to exactly what to do during Eyez timings and all that stuff. That'll be more than month 1 kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you see it in Third Strike, right? It's like, how long did it take for everybody to get super good at all that? Yeah. Oh yeah, a little offensive on the jump, and Silos takes it with the uppercut. Good work. Filthierich trying to get maybe a bit too cutesy for his own good, and still trying to figure out those Eyez setups.
Yeah, I mean, clearly you can't count Silos out. Like, he's had opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta think it's unfamiliarity too, right? Like,
yeah,
probably not played a Urien super strong.
Okay,
There's
well,
a great punish.
Right, so that's not lack of familiarity there. You can crush counter. It's more punishable than you would think.
Oh yeah, definitely. Move looks like it shouldn't be that unsafe. Uh-oh, this is a bad spot to be as Ken. Just delayed fierce from Rich. And man, this character is so tall he got hit, but now a chance for Eyez.
Oh, stun.
Overhead, great block, and the V reversal too. I thought he was going to land on the mirror.
Me too, that would have been pretty high.
All right, mirror's still available for Rich as well. Just wakes up with the buttons. He still has the mirror out, and he places it. Not dead. Well, one more will do it. A throw will do it.
Oh, hold on, Silos.
Oh, the tackle to wake up.
Can he get back in? Can Silos get back in? It's going to be safe. Oh, that's a safe knee.
An instant headbutt. Silos confirming to his friend, bro, what just, did I just, what?
Yeah, so it's not complete unfamiliarity. You can see that with the crush counter punish, but yeah, that's, I think there is some unfamiliarity there.
Probably not a Urien that good that he's played. I've seen very few Uriens that are as good as Rich.
No, I mean, like I said, I've played against some people who I thought were strong Uriens.
Yeah.
But that guy, he takes the cake, I would say.
And you know, he's got this he's good at all kinds of fighting games.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean,
so
I've played with
Rich
before. Yeah.
He has a very specific style.
Yeah.
He's really, really good. So I'm curious to see how he does in this pool. When I was looking at the pools, I was like, man, I wonder which Rich will show up. Because there's certainly a Filthierich that could show up and not be as dangerous as that one.
Well, also in his pool, Yukadon, of course, from Japan, top 8 at EVO.
That'd be really interesting to see.
And Volva probably from Canada, probably that guy. Okay. And also SD Pinoy.
Oh, sick. So, I talked to Steve, and I know that him and Tasty Steve and him and Rich played the Nash Urien matchup.
Oh, okay.
And that Rich looked really, really strong in it, I guess, is what Steve told me. But obviously, Tasty Steve and Yukadon at different levels of skill. But yeah, we'll see how Rich's Urien does.
Well, after having seen that, yeah. I am not willing to put anything past him.
Dude, yeah, he's super dangerous.
Max range, light punch, light kick tackle into crouching jab. Oh, come on.
Dude,
that's not even that much damage. It's just
it's so good.
Like,
right?
you have to have such good awareness to even have that as a possibility.
Charge and spacing ready.
Like, I think that's what is impressive to me about it. It's not that it's so damaging. It's that it only works if you are in exactly the right spot.
Right.
And he was.
Yeah, the first time I got hit by like light punch shoulder and then jab strong, EX fireball, Eyez, reset, and I died, I was like, okay, that was real. And that was terrifying. So I think that character has a super high skill ceiling.
Yes.
But when you start to see super high level stuff, it's going to be really interesting. And I think that was a good first look at some of the stuff that you could probably see Uriens doing, because you know, it's really hard to find footage of this character at a really high level so far, I think.
Right, of course. It's so recent.
Yeah, he's so new. So it's great to see some of that, and hopefully people at home enjoyed it. You know, even if Rich doesn't make it super far in the tournament, he put on a good show.
Yeah, he's going to be happy with that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So this is pool number 28. Aelxis, Pinto from Mexico, and SGT Convictedoffun.
Okay.
From Florida.
That seems believable.
Also in this pool is Apology Man and Momochi.
Wow, what a serious pool. Apology Man had that deep run at EVO, where I think a lot of people didn't expect him to do as well as he did. And Apology Man Rashid, super strong. So here we go, Aelxis, as we mentioned, out of Mexico.
This is round 1 in their pool.
Versus Convictedoffun. And I didn't know Aelxis was playing Ken in this game. He played Viper in the last game. And I hadn't really seen him play too much. He hasn't come out to Wednesday Night Fights as much as he did in Street Fighter 4.
Unfortunate. Well, okay. Could have been worse.
Yeah, definitely. That's not too bad of a punish to eat, right? Oh, whiff punish.
Yeah, it's so important to establish that you can whiff punish the crouching pierce.
Yeah, it's one of the main tools that Mika's going to use to move around the screen. That's stun. That should be the round for Aelxis. There it is. All right, pretty convincing first round. Yeah, I haven't seen him play much in this game. Mostly I saw his Viper a lot in the last game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like his Ken's pretty strong. He was a good player in the last game, so it makes sense. There it is.
Yeah, I mean, he read that there was going to be a jump coming.
Crush, and he gets the run.
Excellent button timing so far. He's going to be a hit away from a stun here.
Oh, the check. Ooh. Yeah, one more will do it, but this big.
Big change around here. Into what? From the front, not really too much there.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to see, right? Not a super complicated mix-up from Mika, which is not what you expect.
But yeah. That said, Convictedoffun is still in there. It's really just 2 mix-ups away from doing this even yet.
Yeah, what a command throw.
Okay.
Out of the V reversal. Now needs one more still. Oh, punish.
Oh, yes. So that full comeback.
Yeah, and there's the round.
Comeback. It seemed like Aelxis was just running away with it, and then all of a sudden, SGT Convictedoffun, a few series, takes the round.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you expect from Mika in a lot of situations, right? Just threw the V reversal, had a little whiff punish, and now Aelxis on his back in the corner.
The game is, can you not let her in at all? Because if you do, she just has such a strong advantage, even against people who have Dragon Punches.
Right, exactly. I mean, she has multiple ways to bait it or get around it,
yeah,
or whatever. Or just block it.
Or just block it and, yeah.
Ooh, missed
big
a
chance.
Yeah, it's not a huge punish, though. I mean, Kenny X Fireball does not knock down.
Oh, no juggle. Very surprising.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. There's the confirm, though. It's going to be a huge lead for Convictedoffun.
Well, Ken's going to get full V-trigger. That means he's pretty dangerous as well.
Oh, and there it is. Wow, took the risk, and Aelxis didn't do, uppercut or jump or anything like that. That could have been a big swing if he got out of there.
There were 2 chances, right? That you could have Dragon Punched in 2 situations there. Dragon Punch FADC for big damage.
Yes.
As Ken can do still.
FADC, yeah. Remember when they promised us that wasn't going to be back?
It's in there. It's in there. And it's still -5.
Yeah, that's true. Just, Dragon Punch is leading to huge damage. No, off of FADC, not going to happen.
Except for Ken.
Except for Ken, yeah. He needs it, though, of course. Oh, wow, just roundhouse got around the clap. Surprised that it didn't get intercepted.
I like this approach. It's been a slow approach by Convictedoffun, but he's managed to do it.
Yeah, and it seems like that confident neutral game that Aelxis had at first, no longer the case.
Yeah, for example, we're not seeing the whiff punish there. We did see that in the first round.
Right. And there's the big jump over. It's going to be a corner carry, a triple drop kick maybe? No, it's something new. Other side.
This guy
has all the stuff.
Very
and
cute.
There's the command throw again. It's not going to be stunned, but it'll be close. Oh, the uppercut. Okay. There's the FADC. No, dropped it. The Valle. All right, now a fireball, and was looking for block stun to get in there behind it.
Oh, too far. Not punish. Oh, that could have been big news. That could have been the round, really, for Alex Pinto.
Yeah, I'm surprised that all the drops, man. Brave on the V-skill from Mika.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Wow, I really, Aelxis has had some chances.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like he's really kind of dropping the ball here. Looks so strong at the start of this, but man, what a bunch of errors going on for him. And a loss of control, too, in the neutral. There it is. More what we're looking for from Aelxis, that whiff punish.
Yeah, not exactly a whiff punish there, but at least he's pressing buttons before Mika does. Yes, again, you see counter hit.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly a whiff punish, but the point is you have to take control before she can do anything.
Right. Try to intercept her so she doesn't get into those positions that it's so hard to guess your way out of. Crushed. Oh, and really interesting.
That kind of sucks. Well, it ended up working out.
Looked like a funky option select that wasn't supposed to come out on hit or something. I don't know. Whatever it was, it's perfect for Aelxis. And bananas on Mika's head, I almost did not notice.
I didn't.
Because,
I didn't notice.
Oh, yeah, reversal peach works out. And, spent a lot of meter on that. So now I've got to be a little worried on the way in. Wow, man, Convictedoffun really trying to force offense.
Yeah, and that's not how he played before. It was a little slower, and it seemed to have worked.
I wonder if it's just the panic because now Aelxis took that round away.
Okay, so Sergeant Convictedoffun going in. Oh, no, too far.
Oh,
but
punished.
A chance.
Yeah, got the punish on the run. Now has chance for offense. Aelxis with the uppercut. Again, we've seen a few of those. Oh,
yes, man. Backed off just the right timing, but still in there. Convictedoffun.
No anti-air. And Aelxis still in danger, but man, the panic jump again.
There were 3 jumps, and that's what sealed it.
Yeah, just lost his cool, really. I mean, it looked so strong at the start of that. It's kind of like it's been flipping back and forth. Who's looked like they composed themselves, for sure. So, looks like they're ready to go into the third match. We'll see who can... I think really it's about staying composed because both of them have shown that they can play super well.
Right.
But it's just about who in this final game stays composed, doesn't lose their cool.
Wow.
That's huge damage.
Yeah, I really don't like it.
I mean, Ken covers the screen so fast that V-skill against him, pretty risky.
Right, yeah, there's some characters that can work on, but Ken, I feel, is one of the riskier ones.
And you see Mika looking for that Crouching Fierce and a V-trigger.
It's been Crouching Fierce into something every time. There have been intended, probably Crouching Jabs or something every time.
Punish.
Oh,
no! Dropped again. All right. This time takes him to the corner. Aelxis has to guess.
There, waited.
Well, yeah, I wanted to see if there's that uppercut that's come a few times from Aelxis now. Oh, got stuffed.
Really?
It was probably EX Tatsu anti-air, it looked like. Oh, another command throw, and that'll do it. Aelxis now down. And Sergeant Convictedoffun on match point.
The thing about how Convictedoffun won that round is that there was still jumps.
Oh man, that's
right. Like it wasn't the consistent ground play that won in the first game.
Right.
But the jumps worked out.
Yeah, and if that's gonna work, why not, right? That should be stun. No, he didn't spend EX. I'm surprised. Ah, there it is. Now. Gonna be able to do the EX at the end here. Close out the round.
Wow,
so much damage. That
Very
was
convincing.
Crazy. Yeah. We'll see. Oh, more bananas. We'll see if, as you mentioned, Sergeant Convictedoffun goes for that grounded approach, or maybe goes back to the air. Oh wow. Just really insistent
there. Crouching strong was perfect range.
Or even just EX.
Yeah, that could have been there too. Sure.
Yeah, turned into quite the slugfest.
Yeah, it's a bit of a scramble right now. Alex is really trying to get out to a range where he can feel comfortable. Oh, right. Hold on.
Yeah, intercepted, and now big chance. Blocked. Oh, and this is the throw. Now Mika in this positioning.
Chance. No!
Oh, the drop.
Huge opportunity. Given up by Convictedoffun.
Now has pressure. Oh, out of range for that throw, and no punish. Had already committed to the backdash.
Definitely scrambles. So, but I feel like Aelxis is coming out on top of these for the most part, because when scrambles have been happening, he's been away.
Exactly. Yeah, just gets away from him. Oh, throws out of it.
EX Peach tried it again.
And Aelxis with the block and V reversal needs one more for the round. Oh, almost got caught. Air reset is picked up, but it's not turning into anything big.
Oh, overhead!
That
right
was
there.
Super smart. Oh, wow, he was really excited about it.
What an interesting timing to do that. That was round number 1 in their pool. That was the round of 512.
Yeah, match of 512, huh?
Yep, there are almost 400 people who entered this event.
Right.
And one of them now is in loser's bracket.
Exactly.
The other one stays alive in winners.
Round of 512 excitement. It's pretty good. I guess we're going to take a look at what just went on in that match. You know, it's pretty easy to fall apart in those situations, right, where it's super close. See this V reversal? The overhead there was genius.
Right, I mean, people will commonly press a strong. They'll commonly walk up for the grab. But the overhead there was not common, and that's probably why it worked, and he was happy about it.
Yeah, reminds me, just a minute ago, you guys saw that V reversal from Ken into the EX mixer from Rashid when Ranmasama was playing Julio. That was really terrifying stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, there is a potential upset in the making in the next match that we're going to get to see on stream.
Oh, this is really cool.
Yes, it's going to be Bobino versus Alex Myers. Now, as I warned you guys about the strength of Filthierich, I will also doubly warn you about the strength of Bobino.
Do you know Bobino?
I do know Bobino.
How do you even know Bobino?
You know,
players in the country for a while.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, this is potential for an upset. This is
going
to be a good match. Because
I didn't know he was playing like that.
You know who he plays with?
Bobino?
Yes. Filthierich
that makes sense, I guess.
And Bobino play each other. They just go to Filthierich's house and play a bunch of Street Fighter.
That makes sense.
And they're both really good because of it, right? This is the secret SoCal stuff that people don't know about, the hidden bosses, right? So Bobino plays Rashid, and he has a really funky style. One of those styles where if you're vicious, Jeremy, right, then you're probably going to get dunked about 18 games straight.
Yeah. Versus
Bobino did vicious when they played recently, of a few days ago.
Okay. All right.
I can tell you from experience that's how it goes, right? But yeah, Bobino definitely has the chance to just dunk Alex Myers out of unfamiliarity, maybe.
I'm so happy to see Bobino here playing again. That's great. That's really great because he is a really talented player.
Dude, he's so good. He plays Rashid. He has a very funky style.
Okay.
I was watching him play, and you know, I went to play him in some casual games, and he turned to me and said, "Are you one of those frame data guys? Because I don't care about frame data."
Oh, Bobino said that? Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And I'm like...
He's an old man, too.
Oh, that's interesting. Like, what I watched him play, and I was like, he definitely does not care about frame data.
Yeah.
But it makes for such a strong play style that's tough to deal with.
He's a very old-school style player.
Yeah.
So and has been, like I said, a top-level player in both Tekken and Street Fighter 4.
Yeah. So he's playing against Alex Myers, who's a very new school player.
Right. Yeah,
you know,
Alex became one of the better players in the end of SF4.
Right.
He had been playing SF4 throughout most of his life, but he became really strong towards the end, and now in SF5, I feel like he's turned the corner finally, and he's one of the players to watch.
I was going to say, I feel like the end of SF4 was a good player, and now has really become the best that he's ever been.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, the level he's playing at now is higher than he's ever been, you know, higher than any level he's played at before. Sponsored, of course, Ronan and Alex Myers. Plays Cammy, and it should be an interesting match for sure.
I love the scowl on Bobino's face. This is such an old man versus young man matchup.
Yeah, and
look at that promise. Look at that hope on
Alex's
face. There are no wrinkles on there. Look at Bobino's face. He's scowling. Look at this thing.
He's so upset by this.
I hear him. This all he's saying is.
You know, it's this whole production thing, the cameras and all that.
Come on.
Like, he just wants to play, right?
Give me the arcade board.
Yeah, he looks real frustrated that things are taking, that people have to figure out how to use the video game, right? Like, he's just so upset. He's like, ugh. Man.
Checking buttons. We never used to do that.
The buttons are wrong, the buttons are wrong.
That's right.
You got no Fierce Punch day, you got no Fierce Punch.
I'll tell you, this is a true story. One time I played a tournament match, and it was in HDR, and it was when consoles were first, like, the big thing, rather than... And my buttons, there was a glitch. My buttons got switched so that Roundhouse was Fierce or something, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I had to just deal with it, because I didn't know... And shout-outs to EA Mega Man who lost that match.
Oh, you just beat him? You just beat him no matter what? Doesn't matter. Sweeping with your heavy punch button, it's no big deal. So here we go. It's going to be Alex Myers, Bobino.
Old man versus young man.
Yeah, super interesting matchup.
Okay, Rashid.
And I'm so curious if Bobino does... Okay.
Is that his move?
I'm just curious about how he started the match, and I expected nothing less, you know?
Okay, yeah, just making it happen. I mean, when he played in SF4, it was very much the same way. He had a really strong offensive
he baited it, so he'll do that a lot, actually. Other side, yes. All right, well, it's Bobino. That's what I expected.
Okay, cool.
He has a pretty particular style and a real tough series of mix-ups to deal with if you've never played against him before. Yeah, and as you can, he's just gonna do down Fierce about 8 times in a row in the corner.
Well, I feel like that's Rashid.
Yeah, he has very particular style.
How the character plays nowadays.
Yeah, I mean that button is life.
It really is one of the better buttons in the game.
That's for sure. And no anti-air from Bobino.
Well, he waited. I think that's nice. Would have gotten hit if he had done down strong.
Probably gonna try to get this tornado out if possible. One thing that Bobino is super weak to is throw baiting. All right, this is going to be damage. Yeah, he used that roundhouse for timing. Okay.
Caught now, not quite.
Yeah, corner position.
Chance for Bobino!
Yeah. And just goes for the reset after whiffs it.
No punish as well. And a chance for Alex Myers. He had a couple of chances there.
Oh, this punish.
Wow, missed it. He was looking for that to hit the run.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not a case of him hit confirming the crouching medium kick. It's hit confirming the situation, but he got it wrong anyway.
Right, exactly. He just expected that to hit. He was like, yeah, you're moving forward. This will probably work. Wow, overhead block from Myers. That's good defense. And Myers has got a few straight hits, really hasn't turned into much, and I think it's because Bobino is so scrappy. It's really tough to figure out when you're actually going to get the hit.
I like the movement on Bobino's side. Look at that. That's very unconventional, but it worked out.
Yeah, he'll do that to bait the uppercuts pretty often. Just, jump and go for it. All right, Myers now has corner pressure, and yeah, that's one thing that Bobino is pretty weak to, I think, is the walk back and just baiting throw.
Okay.
Oh, baited the V-reversal, but couldn't get anything off of it.
Wow, what a crazy idea. That's cool.
Yeah, very different.
Anti-air was there. He was waiting for Dragon Punch, no dice.
Oh, and whip look forward again.
No, not quite.
Drops. It's too bad. Myers needed that to close out the round. He should still be okay, and he is. But yeah, that would have been a better way to close out the round with the Fierce.
Final round.
So a couple of bars for Bobino to work with. Myers with none, although he looks like he'll be okay so far without it.
I feel like he recovered a bit in that round compared to the first round. He got caught off guard by some things in the first round. Second one looked a little bit stronger.
Oh, interesting. Again, yeah, Bobino really moving around a lot, making it tough for Myers to pin him down. Great block.
Oh, yes.
It's the first time Bobino's looked for that.
Again? No.
Oh, yeah, there's the throw bait. All right, so it's going to be big damage. Not quite the round for Alex Myers. Oh, goes off the wall again, and Myers has really sniffed it out. He's figured out the defensive options, I think.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see some Alex Myers play that's just more over time rather than Bobino's stuff. The Bobino stuff at the start was working out well, but some of those things just didn't seem like they were long-term ideas.
No, definitely. It's the kind of stuff that's going to work in 2 out of 3 maybe, or maybe even just 1 game.
1 game, yeah. But even in 1 game, it didn't work out.
Yeah, Myers figured it out pretty quick. There's a pretty particular style that Bobino is playing, you know.
Okay, well, we're seeing some... Maybe, well, he's not going to go to it anymore, it looks like, but he was playing footsies for a little bit, and I do feel like that's something that Rashid can do.
Oh, definitely. He has some of the better mid-range buttons in the game.
I really think so. But
one of the best sets of buttons,
you
for
see,
sure.
he's playing away at the moment. Okay.
No combo.
No,
just goes for 3 of them. Pressure now for Myers. And he looked for throw bait just in case. Oh, anti-air again. Yeah, he's not letting Bobino go off the wall too much because Bobino's done that quite a few times.
Well, Myers looks like he's really figured this out.
Yeah, he's solved the case.
Yeah, pressuring well. It's gonna. Oh, okay. If there's going to be a change, this might be the start to it. Bobino, some damage. Again! Oh, he had his down strong, but jump strong from Cammy beat it out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's one of the things you got to expect in the corner right is the jump away. And he was ready for it. It's just that Cammy down strong goes straight down to the ground. It's a lot like Rashid jumping heavy punch. Keeps Myers standing, and Myers with a good block.
No V reversal available yet.
Yeah, that means you just got to eat a lot of that tornado pressure.
Right. Yeah, I was just going to say, I feel like he's getting a little bit predictable with the movement now. At the start, that seemed like his strength. But now I feel like he's starting to get a little bit predictable with it.
Yeah, a lot of run-in right in Myers' face.
Yes, exactly.
Myers is just hitting him, intercepting.
Myers is playing safely enough that he can just react to that stuff.
Yeah, he's kind of figured out the MO that I think Bobino is going for.
Bobino looking for some traps. There are no grabs in there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, interesting little overhead.
Look at this series.
And Myers was ready. He's totally just down backing and waiting for him to make a mistake.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, the overhead is not too consequential, and there were no grabs. He wasn't even really in range for grabs for most of that stuff.
Baited the throw. Myers with a big nod as soon as he got it. Bobino going to drop in the loser's bracket.
Okay,
good showing from him.
I'm happy to see him. I think that's really cool. And I'm also going to tell him later that I saw somebody in the chat say that he looked like he was 25 years old. That is going to be, that's going to be, let me tell you, much more important to him than than doing well in this match.
Dude, yeah, 100%.
That somebody thinks that he's 25.
That sounds absurd to me. I don't know if I believe it. Here you can see Myers. He's going to go for the interception in just a minute here. Besides this little series that Bobino had, right? Yeah, just a little too predictable, I think.
I think so, too.
In the forward movement. Myers is going to get the critical art. Afterwards, has a nice little setup for himself, you know, because this setup was safe to reversal uppercut, too. It's the backdash, yeah. And so if there was uppercut, he would have blocked in, or been out of the way anyway, so it was a good option.
Yeah, there were lots of situations there where Alex backed off as a meaty idea. Like, he wasn't pressuring too much. I mean, of course, there were some crouching strongs and the like, but a lot of the times he backed off just in case, because it seemed like he was winning the neutral game enough that you don't really need to take risks up close.
Right.
And that's how we ended up taking it.
And I liked his corner pressure, too. There was one series at the start of the round, right, where Bobino jumped like he was going to go off the wall and then just landed. And Myers uppercut, and Bobino got the punish. Myers immediately figured that out and said, instead, I'm going to pressure you up close, and when you go off the wall, air to air you. Much stronger idea, and Myers' adjustments were so fast.
Yeah, they were.
And I feel like that's not the Street Fighter 4 Myers that you'd expect.
No, for sure.
I think Street Fighter 4 Myers might have lost to Bobino.
Yep, maybe
or 100% likely would have lost to Bobino and cracked. But Street Fighter 5 Myers is a much different beast.
Yeah, I think so, too.
For sure. Man, I can't believe someone said he was 25.
I know, right?
That's so absurd. Probably watching the stream on like mobile quality or something.
Hey, you know who told me that they think I look 26 was Chris T. He thinks I look 26 years old.
I wonder how old I look.
I was like, Chris, how old do you think 26 is?
Yeah, he probably doesn't know.
He doesn't know. Like he's at. You're an old man. It's like, wow, 26 sounds ancient.
But look, I mean, I know we talk about Chris like he's a little boy. He's my age. I feel like I know what a 26-year-old should look like.
You guys are both little boys. Anyway, speaking of little boy, it's Xiaohai on the right.
I thought you were going to say Dankadillas, who is a little boy. He's super young.
No, Xiaohai is the translation of little boy.
I mean, I know that, but also his opponent's super young.
Okay, well, I don't know that. He
looks
like he's 25.
He is a subscriber to Level Up Your Game.
Oh, sick.
So he makes a lot of life mistakes. But, you know, Dhalsim player, pretty good, but likely not on the level of Xiaohai, who is, of course, the champion ESL New York. Really strong player. As we mentioned, when he's playing on point, one of the best players to ever do it. Super good. Fantastic reactions, and he makes use of them. I feel like sometimes he gets in his own head about needing to react to things, and I feel like that's part of why he has problems sometimes. But yeah, when he's not doing that, there's such a benefit to him because he gets to play games that other people don't. If you can react,
you're playing a different game than people who can't react are.
Right. And not only that, but his reactions are just so absurdly good. If there's any day where he is playing even slightly off, right, it's no good for him. He has to play at 100% pretty much at all times. Oh, wow, what a preemptive snipe from Dankadillas.
Nice, okay, gonna let her toast a little bit. Well, that was the intention.
Round. Yeah. Try to give up space afterwards, but you see immediately Xiaohai reaction on the drill.
Oh, okay, the little Russian doll hat.
Yeah. Interesting.
That kind of looks like it fits, actually.
Yeah, it's not so bad, right?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the things fit on Dhalsim. The hot dog was pretty good. Watching it teleport around with him was pretty good.
I also like seeing him smash into the wall on his own stage and doing the pose that like is not
the yoga.
Not at all unreasonable for him.
Yeah, right? And it says like Yoga Master. It's like, well, yeah. Oh, wow. I'm surprised Xiaohai got hit by meaty slide.
Right, yeah, that's been a setup since the very start.
Yeah, I remember Filipino champs doing that the first Wednesday Night Fights. Oh, no, he was just a little mistimed. Did no punish either.
Unfortunate. Oh, love that, though.
In the front.
Trying for more. No, maybe not. Oh, you really can't get away with that kind of stuff against Xiaohai.
No, yeah, reactions are just, they're too good. He's not going to let that happen to you. He's no mere mortal.
Hey, all right.
And there's the round.
Here's Dankadillas.
Over Xiaohai, who just gave up a couple of scenarios there. A lot of mistimed, answers to a lot of things, and Dankadillas did a great job of just capitalizing.
Yeah, trying to get underneath. I really like Xiaohai's play right now. It's not going crazy. I mean, it's Cammy. She's moving forward, but she's not doing it in a wild way.
Yeah, this is a lot of damage. Should be the round. Spends the critical art. Yeah, there it is. Barely needed the critical art, actually. Well, look at this. Tatsu Shoryu up to the stage to try to give some advice to Dankadillas.
Tatsu Shoryu, pretty good Dhalsim player himself.
16-year-old Dhalsim player. They're both super young, so...
Okay.
They're in the Young Boys Sim Club. It's always weird watching people who are young play Sim, I think. I feel like that's a character for ancient people.
Yeah, I think that's in general true. But no, in fact, there are some young players who do as well. He has a Star Wars shirt on, and I'm just thinking to myself, he might have been born after when the prequels started coming out.
Whoa.
That actually might be true.
I thought you were going to say, like, the originals. I was like, duh.
Well,
but yeah. But this is, like, yeah, you might be right.
Like, after Episode 1 was released.
Whoa. Yeah, I'd probably ask him, yeah, my favorite Star Wars is the originals. 1, 2, and 3.
I mean, I've talked with some people who feel that way because they were born and they were like kids when Episode 1 came out.
Right.
And it was cool to them.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a wild life.
I was a kid when they came out. I still have good taste. Pressure now for Xiaohai. I like that he's looking for pretty safe pressure. He's not really overcommitting too much, and he's kind of sticking to Dhalsim, not giving him space. Great punish on the slide.
Yeah, even
I can't believe you had reactions to that.
Even on hit, crouching short, the slide is not safe.
Oh, definitely not. And it was done so close, right?
Oh, that's not real.
No, yeah. Xiaohai could have got in there. But that's going to be stunned. Should be the round anyway.
Toasting even as she kills.
Yeah, I got that extra great damage on there. Oh, it had again, huh? All right, well, it's looking pretty clean so far for Xiaohai.
It is a tough matchup.
Yeah.
But against somebody like Xiaohai, as insistent as he is, with good understandings of when and where to punish, it just is even harder.
Yeah, you see, when Xiaohai's getting hit by a lot of Dhalsim stuff, he's like still holding forward or jumping. He just knows that that damage is kind of inconsequential, so he's like, yeah, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna double dash and uppercut. You know, he played the same kind of way against Commander Jesse when they played at Wednesday Night Fights. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna dash twice and uppercut you out of float because I'm Xiaohai and I have those reactions.
Very consistent. Yeah, just he did everything he needed to do.
Yeah, super clean play to him. Handshake already, and Xiaohai clean 2-0 over Dankadillas. Good work.
So Xiaohai moves on. I don't think that's much of a surprise. I would say that against anybody, not just against Dankadillas, because I think that Xiaohai is, if he's playing well, the best player in the world, certainly top 3.
Yeah, definitely.
And even if not, he's still one of the best players in the world.
Almost took a spill down the stairs, too. That was pretty sick from Xiaohai.
Wow.
Reaction time, though, he saved himself.
Yeah.
And foot landed. But that was, man, the stairs right here are super dangerous, too. It's really close to us. A lot of people are having some spills. I don't know what's happening here. But we have an interesting match coming up next. So players from other games. We mentioned there's a pool that's super stacked full of them. Next up, we have F3 Hollywood Sleep.
Oh, okay. Very strong KI player.
R Kappa XYZZY.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so he's going to be playing Birde, of course.
Yeah. And Sleep, I know was playing Birde for a while at the start of the game.
I'm not sure if he still is, but I definitely
so.
know that he plays a lot against Alucard.
Yes.
They're living together in New York in the gaming house over there.
Yeah.
And they play a lot, and Alucard has a lot of experience doing that same thing.
With Birde, right.
Birde. So it's not going to be any mysteries in terms of how the character overall is. That said, the way that XYZZY plays...
Totally different.
Right, I really think so. He and Menard, I feel like, are playing Birde differently than everybody else in the world.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, their button choice and the decision-making that they do is just so different. It's just so very different, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, it looks like we have a different matchup here than we thought, maybe?
Okay.
Oh, no, that is the match we thought. Never mind. I saw Punko come onto the stage, and I was like, oh, maybe he's playing, but he's coaching his Korean countryman, of course, XYZZY from Korea. So is Punko, and Sleep gonna be up here with Alucard by his side. Alucard is playing on stream next,
and he's walking up onto the stage already. He's gonna be behind Sleep in just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna play next anyway, so you know,
why not?
Could coach there, then play, and then yeah.
I don't think I knew that Sleep played on Hitbox.
You know, I think it's not that unrecent. Like, I don't even know if he was playing on Hitbox at Evo.
Bigly.
Yeah. You know, words are hard. They're a difficult thing to master. Bigly. That unrecently.
Yeah, right. Very cromulent choices.
Whatever, dude. I'm not Rick.
What does that mean?
You know,
not everything is an adverb?
Yeah.
You have nouns and verbs and adjectives in there instead?
I just want you guys to know, every time you read like one of those combo breaker things, and you're like, why is it so wordy and unnecessary?
It's very verbose.
Yeah, it's just like, it's so incredible. Anytime you read a combo breaker, like, thing, you know, any of those announcements they make or anything like that,
yeah,
just look at the word choice, and you're going to be like, why?
Yeah, the diction.
It's so crazy. And that's because Rick, a.k.a. the Hado, is just a word nerd.
Yeah.
It's really
a
weird.
Word nerd.
Just use, like, bro, and, like...
That's what I do.
Like, and dude, yo. That's what I say.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know, I guess.
Anyway, yeah, so it looks like he was using the hitbox to sync a controller or something, maybe? I don't even know what's happening.
Okay, yeah, I thought he played on that.
Yeah, so he was playing on hitbox for a little while and then kind of switched away for Evo, I think, to play on pad because he was not 100% comfortable.
Gotcha.
And then I thought he was going to make the switch to hitbox after Evo, but it looks like he's using it for converting purposes. He's going to just play on controller.
XYZZY on the right. Like we said, that Birde is really impressive.
Oh, I just noticed he's got his own shirt there.
Oh, he does. That's cool.
It's the Kappa shirt, right? That's pretty cool, actually. I'm a fan.
It says KFGC. Oh, and our Kappa on there, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. That's really awesome. Playing with your own shirt on is like rockstar levels of cool.
Well,
depending on who you are.
I think the same thing's happening on the other side of the screen, too.
Yeah, you're right.
Hollywood Sleep is on the back of his shirt.
That's true.
Mika? Honestly, maybe the last character I would have expected out of Hollywood Sleep.
Yeah, he plays a lot of zoning bullies.
Right.
And like defensive characters.
I just would not have expected Mika.
Ever. That's so strange from the way he likes to play.
Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. Like we said, I know he plays against a very strong Birde in Alucard, so it might be a specific character solution choice.
Yeah, I don't know.
But although now that I think about it, having talked with Birdies and Mikas in the past, I've heard people say that this is a tough one for Mika.
I have heard the same thing. Oh, wow, that was
just
super
the button choices, the anti-airs that Birde has can keep her out. Look at that!
Man, what a down fierce, too. Oh, the spacing from XYZY is so good. The intercept?
This is a tough one,
dude. What is happening?
Tough one right now.
On reaction, a drop kick, and he has the whiff punish and everything. Uh-oh.
Yeah, all these ranges are perfection for XYZZY at the moment.
Dude.
And Sleep just hasn't gotten anything. Look, it was a bait! It was literally a bait. He's thinking to himself as he did the SPD, I hope this guy tries to roundhouse me.
What a silly person, right? Why would you even think that you could do that? He put the banana down with the SPD, took a little bit of damage, and then was like, yep, and now I get the punish. Like, that is just maximum goodness. That's everything you want. Look at how close he is to critical right now.
The thing is that the way that XYZZY is playing, it's very nothing. It's so patiently. He's just looking to react.
Yeah, 100%. It's reactive footsies.
It really is. I mean, occasionally he's putting up a wall and stand medium kick, but in general, he's just playing patiently.
And spends the bar. That's going to be big damage on Mika as well. Gets the setup after, can dash up and roundhouse or command throw. Or just walk up and do a mini stand leg kick.
Put this down? Oh, I thought that was going to be the banana.
Yeah.
I wonder who's worried about Nadeshko.
That's definitely a threat. Oh, whiff! And gets in there with the command throw still. It's a long road.
Oh, boy. Okay, yeah, you know, he's a few mix-ups away from taking this.
Okay, regular throw this time.
Yeah, and then he has to play patiently. Look at that.
Yeah, dude, he's too
there
ready.
There has to be a change in character.
Yeah, I don't know about all this. Dude, the reaction, I can't believe he crouching fierce a jump, and then he lands, and is like charge drop kick, and he crouching fierce that, and I was like, is that button just going to beat everything in the world?
Apparently it's fantastic. I didn't find that out until he did it against Cammy.
Yeah, Xiaohai.
Against Xiaohai Cammy. And I learned about it.
Yeah,
I had never seen a Birdie do that.
I didn't even know if Birdie crouched and hit heavy punch it did anything. I thought it was just like an empty button, and now I learned that it's the best button in the world.
Right, yeah.
And you just continually use it over and over and over, and it just beats everything, I guess. So, all right. Lesson learned.
But really, there has to be a change, I think, from Hollywood Sleep.
Yeah.
First of all, the Mika choice is so different compared to how he tends to play. He so typically wants to zone or at least control mid-range. Like, it's just, he doesn't want to... He's not an up-close grappler player.
Not.
So that choice
I mean, he's
was very
played characters
confusing.
with command throws, but
Sure.
like 90% of their game plan is zoning.
Like, if you think about Arbiter, right? Like, there's a command grab in there, but that's not like the game.
No, definitely not. Nash now. This makes
That
more
makes
sense.
much more sense.
But yeah, he's playing on hitbox now.
Okay, so he's completely different. He's hitbox and Nash.
Yeah, this is funky, right?
It's
I wonder if it's like a character thing.
I don't know.
He's like, yeah, my sonic booms are faster on hitbox. So I play on this, or maybe slower, I don't know.
Whatever he wants them to be. We'll see if he has a chance to make this happen.
Yeah, well, it looks like he knows how to play on hitbox at least. Oh yeah, dashing around on hitbox more optimal. Forward, forward, back, back, so easy. You know, and this is a matchup that I think a lot of Birdie players don't love.
Yeah, I would think so.
But XYZZY is really good at it, as you'd expect him to be.
Well, he found a great opportunity to get that can out, and now as a result, he's in the corner
He's
again.
just gonna
Crouching
whip
Fierce.
punish. Okay.
The good.
Just gonna whip punish with down fierce, huh? Oh no, this is a bad look. It's a bad look for
that's
Sleep.
a scramble and a half.
Wow, just took the time to eat, so he has V trigger. Even gets the media afterwards, man.
I'm surprised to see that meaty hit. I know that that's something that Alucard does too. It's something all the birdies do.
Yeah.
And EX right through.
He is just too prepared for everything, it seems like.
Crouching HP.
That's a button that you gotta log into the good old brain there as a Birdie, huh? It's crazy to me how consistently he lands that. And it's like, you rarely see any other Birdie really hit that button. So like the fact that it's like his main button.
Like Menard did it too. That's part of why I think that he's such a different Birdie. Those two are different Birdies than everybody else.
Yeah, they're doing stuff that no other Birdie's really doing. And this control in the corner is so scary because you know he's gonna like jump eventually. And he's gonna down. Yeah, okay.
Down
well,
fierce.
You know, it's. Alright, just throws it out. Doesn't get the juggle off of it or anything.
Oh no.
Man, caught sleeping at the wheel. And then just one more will do it. Anti-air, he just needs another trade or something.
Yeah, XYZZY can just walk forward and get a wall.
Yeah.
He did.
Super strong play. Man, that was crazy. That was so effective and dangerous Birdie play. That is unlike anything you see from any other Birdie, I think. Besides maybe Menard.
Yeah, I think it's really those two. They're not the only two good birdie players in the world, but like, you know, I'm thinking for example of Crusher in Japan.
Yeah, Crusher's
really strong birdie. But even there, you don't see those same choices. You don't see those buttons.
No, definitely not.
So I guess I'm kind of reevaluating now what I think about Birdie. I am not sure anymore. I have never thought he's bad, but I would have put him in about the middle or low mid.
Right.
I don't know if that's true.
I'm really curious what he thinks about the character.
Yeah.
I would love to know where he thinks the character winds up and what he thinks like are his good and bad fights.
Yeah, it would be really interesting to
because, you know, a lot of people have different opinions, but there's no Birdie playing that style that I've really seen play at a high level and talked to about it. That's really interesting. Sleepwalk by us and kind of went, nah.
Yeah,
what
I mean,
do
it's
I do?
not his main game, obviously, but but still, the way that XYZZY played was just...
There's very few players that are main Street Fighter players that are really good that can beat him.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's tough. Man, that was really sick.
It was.
I definitely have to think about this character some more. I'm gonna watch this footage back and kind of look at that drop kick.
Why bother? Just do a bunch of this.
Just apparently hit down fierce, right?
There are 26 frames of recovery on that button. I feel like it should be one of the easier whiff punishable buttons in the game, and yet
he never whiffs it.
He doesn't seem to ever whiff it. It's also -9 on block.
Yeah, but it's hard to punish because of the pushback.
I guess.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm telling you this, man. Like, the way he was using it against Cammy, I thought was like a Cammy-specific thing, you know?
That's what I thought it was,
I was thinking, like, yeah, he uses it because I could see why, right? It's like, oh, it beats this button, it stops the dive kicks.
Right.
It's good about that. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, I can see why it works against Cammy. And then I watch him do it against Mika and all these other characters, every character, and you're just like, okay, that's very different than what I expected. So, yeah, he's really strong.
I'm with you. All right, well, congrats to him. He moves on. Let me see which bracket that was.
We're in the later parts of the pools here. This is the last pool block, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think this is it. And I think the next set
Pool 26.
Yes. I think the next set of matches after this 2-hour block we have here is the top 64 to the top 32. I think that's tonight.
I think you're right.
Yeah, so that should be the final block. I believe that'll be starting in about an hour from now.
By the way, that was only second round.
Oh, yeah.
In their pool.
Who else is in this pool?
Pool 26. Jace the Ace is in this pool.
Wow, okay. I haven't seen him play in a long time. Was playing Nash at the start of the game. Had like a top 8 at West Coast Warzone.
Yeah.
That was, you know, in April. So it's been a long
yeah,
time
that was
since
a while
I've seen
ago,
him play.
I guess. Yeah. Not sure if he's still playing that same character.
Dude, I saw the West Coast Warzone TOs, and I was thinking, like, man, you know, it's crazy to see them around. I feel like I only see them when West Coast Warzone is near, and then I realized it's not really that far away anymore. We're not super far from the start of the Capcom Pro Tour.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
We're like 5 months away.
Right.
Which is not forever.
No, but in the context of your lifetime, that's quite a while.
Yeah, it's forever, dude.
It's quite a while.
It's so long.
Yeah. Half a year in the context of your life? Dang.
It's like the whole thing. And then you kick me under the table and everything.
You know what? They're playing Fuentes over here, and currently I'm on top.
I don't know. I think
up next is going to be Ian Sanity versus CKD DS Babushas, but neither player has come up to play quite yet. Let's, in the meantime, we can talk about what has happened because Flow KO has been updated.
Yeah.
So, as in Ian Sanity is coming up to play. So, in pool number 1, Gamer B qualified in winner's side, and on loser's side was Commander Jesse.
Okay, makes sense.
In pool number 2,
what just happened?
I don't know, some crazy
You did a thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
He did a thing.
All right, anyway, in pool number 2, PR Balrog won it, and Van Wen, STDX Van Wen, qualified in losers. In pool number 3, Yusuf beat Stupendous.
Yeah.
Right, I believe we saw that happen. And then Stupendous ended up running it back and getting out in losers. Pool number 4 was Chris T.
Who's playing against Yusuf. Out of pools, Ken versus Ryu. That should be an interesting match.
He actually had to beat Chirithi from Canada in order to win that pool.
Yeah, Chun-Li.
That's really cool for him. And losers qualified was Chirithi.
Okay.
In pool number 5, Haitani won that one.
Yeah.
Beating Kelvin John.
Remember watching that. Kelvin made it out in losers, or?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
In pool number 6, Mothman beat Mark Teddy.
Yeah.
Mothman.
The legend.
The legend.
Yeah.
And then Hail Mary ended up, Hail Mary Goichi.
Goichi, yeah.
So Goichi was put into losers
by Mothman, I believe.
You're right. Mothman beat Goichi.
The legend. Everybody knows about Mothman.
Shoutouts to Mothman. In pool number 7, Chris G beat BJ Unchained in winner's side, and then PJ qualified losers.
Yes. We saw most of these matches on stream, I think, right? But not the loser side matches.
Correct, yeah. Then Filipino Man beat iPeru to qualify loser side of his pool, and iPeru ended up making out of that pool, beating Guilty in losers finals.
Okay.
Pool number 9, Oliver Queen beat Sonic Fox in winners.
Yeah, that was a sick match. Sonic Fox playing Urien.
He was. And then Combo Cash beat Sonic Fox to qualify in loser side.
No Sonic Fox in top 64.
Correct. Dominion beat Dogura in winners of pool number 10.
There it is.
So he qualified.
Did Dogura make it out in losers?
By doing that, we can see. Yes, he did. Just do. I don't know.
You don't know how to do it? How to show the whole bracket? It's like
I don't.
Just the right end of the bracket is cut off.
Yeah, I'm having to like figure out who qualified based on the first 2 or 3
He's
letters.
doing a lot of work.
DRA won pool number 11, and in loser's side was Arcade Shock Reynolds.
All right, so Reynolds did make it out after an early departure into the losers bracket.
Brent is cool. Beat Reiketsu in pool number 12 to qualify in winner's side.
Yeah, I guess that was pretty convincing from Brent.
Interesting. Okay. I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, it was off stream.
Reiketsu beat Tatsushoryu to qualify in loser's side.
Okay, yeah, it was off stream, but as far as I talked to Brent a bit, and he said it was a pretty convincing match, from what I understand it.
Nice work to him. EGK Brad qualified in winners of pool 13. And in losers was Nick Tonella.
Okay. Yeah.
In pool number 14, let me just get through this last few here. XSK Samurai beat Rom. And in losers side, Rom qualified. 15. was Rom. I don't know. Whatever, man. Rom qualified there, beating Eita.
Oh, sick.
And then Eita qualified, beating Kenneth Pope in loser side. Then to round it out, Pool 16 was won by Justin Wong.
Yes.
Over Nick D. Loser side qualified was, boy, it might be Crizzle.
Can't tell because of the
yeah, it's 510, which is a Bay Area code,
so
and
probably
then it says
Crizzle.
CRI, and so I'm going to assume that means Crizzle won.
All right, well, we're going to head
losers.
to a short little break. Come back with some more Street Fighter V in just a bit. We'll see you guys then.
Here from Daigo, quite rare. Justin's first jump in a while here. Oh wow, a double jump. There's the jump back jab again. This could be super. Justin is going to eliminate Daigo Umehara. Oh my god, this offense is just ridiculous.
Oh my god, that is
poison.
Oh, he's gonna get hit.
Oh my god. Oh! He took the risk!
And here, no, he's choosing a safer option.
See, this is how this is where Luffy shines. Patience game. Oh,
God.
VP, he's got Full Art on deck. Luffy needs to do something.
Oh my god!
And that's it.
The beast is in the house. He's in the house.
All right, welcome back to SoCal Regionals 2016. I'm Davey G.
And I'm Stevie L.
Doesn't sound quite as good.
I wasn't ready, dude. You gotta run it back.
You gotta be cool. And I'm sorry, there's no run backs. We are doing it live. We're not gonna move into the next one. It's gonna be Nerdy J, aka Nerd Josh, playing with Rashid presumably, and his opponent is gonna be GAM Kaba from the Dominican Republic. I saw him out when we were in Puerto Rico for First Attack, and he is very strong. He beat a bunch of the players who came from the States, and his march through, both in casuals and in the tournament, I thought was really impressive. Very strong, mid-range control style Ryu.
Yeah, and not only that, but his opponent's a real strong one as well. You saw him yesterday, actually, if you guys were watching the exhibition, right? Wednesday night fights versus Dominican Republic. It was a really strong one. So we'll see right now if it's going to be Nerd Josh, you know, taking it and showing off his strength, or if it's Kaba. But, you know, the nice thing about Nerd Josh, right, he has a lot of Ryu practice. His Rashid looking really polished in this game, really strong. He was one of the earlier Rashids to show off some of the cool stuff that this character can do.
Yeah, as always, when a new game comes out, Josh is strong at it. And he finds a character that he can do cool tech with, and he builds the tech. Yeah. And that's how Josh is in every single video game.
Oh, super, yeah. I mean, he just finds that character that is, you know, can do all kinds of this cool stuff. And as you mentioned, he's one of the first ones to show off a lot of the cool Rashid, tornado pressure, and setups and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Early dive kick. Kaba tried to get the anti-air, but the trade's not in his favor.
I kind of like that on both sides. I like that what it says about both sides.
Yeah,
They're both willing to do what they need to do.
Right. Josh with this early, like, yeah, I'm sure you're good enough to uppercut this, but I'm ready with this. No punish on the EX, and Kaba with the reversal after blocking roundhouse, or getting hit by it. Throw loops now. And they'll take that sweep.
Oh, didn't go for EX, and then Josh does. Very weird timing.
Surprised about all that. There was no real threat headed towards him at that point. He just kind of did the EX for no reason. We'll see if Josh maybe had a little bit of a panic moment at the end of the round, or if he's actually kind of, you know, a bit dazed.
Well, at least for Josh, he was able to get that jump fierce in there. Ah, okay. So he's established his air approach, which is a big part of this.
Oh, yeah. Especially, you know, Rashid, he needs to say, hey, I'm willing to risk this dive kick, so now I can go for the jumps. I can go for other options. Josh gets out of there, but, you know, a little chase down with the low 40X.
There's that mid-range that he backed off to Kaba. I remember him controlling that so well, but he's moving forward really well, too.
Yeah, and that's important against Rashid, right? As Ryu, it's tough to get those whip punish. I mean, so especially on that down fierce. It's so important for Ryu to establish that he can stuff that or whip punish it.
He is really controlling that.
Oh, man.
Look at that. Again, the stand short, very consistent.
All right, mix for Josh. He gets the setup with the V-trigger as well. Plus dive kick.
Yep.
Oh, other side, and he gets the juggle. To the front.
Oh, he got it!
He's got the medium mixer. He needs one more for the round, and the empty low, but it just didn't connect. The low short hit, but not the low jab.
Josh backing off. He needs that gray left to come back. It is. Oh, it did it in time! Wow, what a timing on that EX Fireball after having sat there for a little while and done so few of them in the mid-range as well.
Yeah, it was just kind of this moment where surprised EX Fireball. It even hit staggered. First hit, second hit, donked him on the head. All right, second match, here we go. Tatsu, and now set up for Kaba. Oh, punish. No, he did the wrong version of Eagle Spike. Oh, neutral jump on wake up for Josh. It's a setup afterwards. And yeah, you know, I think that off the wall was likely to bait a V reversal. It's just Kaba didn't go for it.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah. Kaba just playing solidly.
Yeah. Oh my, what a whiff. Overhead will do it, and man, what 3 rounds now for Kaba.
I really think this guy has a chance to go far.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. I mean, it's just the neutral is really strong. It's very rare to see a Shoto this good, right? I mean, playing a Shoto at high level is tough.
It is.
So to see a Ryu player this good is really impressive. Wake up buttons from Josh. Sense that there wouldn't be some kind of meaty.
Okay, it takes a little bit of a risk, but you got to do it every once in a while, and he's been willing to.
Yeah, that's the plan. Man, and Josh fishing with those down fears, and you know, Kaba's always been at a range where crouching fierce is not a threat. He can whip punish it, or he's blocking it.
Tried it there.
And there's the punish from Josh. Can now get guard break. No.
He let it go beforehand. That was so good. He let it go early enough that he could, in fact, press a button again before Josh
got
could.
hit. Yeah.
And that was so sick. What a good setup. And Josh, in fact, gives him 5 and gave him a little nod.
I was like, that was good.
That was really good. That was really good.
Yeah, he's like, let me tell you. I like that. That was good.
If he had just held it for too long, then that could have been EX Mixer or whatever it was. And instead, Kaba with a really nice little setup.
Yeah, he let go of it and then just had that
another
perfect
look at this here. So yeah, see exactly when he lets it go.
Lets it go early, then that down medium punch. And you know, Josh was thinking, oh, he just threw a fireball in my face. Now it's my turn to hit a button.
Exactly.
Get the big punish.
Look, I got to be honest. I would have pressed the button. I would have thought it was time. But
for sure.
That was so good by Kaba to bring that out. Love it.
Yeah, that was really interesting. And you got to know that's something that he's probably thought about before.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
but, I mean, he haven't had the stand strong to time the meaty.
Right.
Or to time the whiff, I should say.
Right. And, you know, in that matchup, that's one thing you have to watch out for as Ryu, is that when you try to do those you know, guard break fireballs after the sweep or whatever, you know, there's a lot of characters that can get out with certain things, and Rashid is one of them. You know, quite a few characters just have to eat it, but Rashid EX Mixer is a great option to get away. And it looks like he's going to stay on the station and play against Filipino Champ.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's going to be Dhalsim Ryu. It's a matchup that we've seen Champ play a lot against, you know, a number of people, and not only in this game, but in Street Fighter 4 as well.
He's always been an expert at it.
Right. This has been the match I think that he's always been the strongest in. We'll see what, you know, it's probably winners finals of a pool, I would guess, or at least deep in a pool.
I can look that up for you right now.
All right, Davey G on the case.
Yeah, in fact, F-Champ and Kaba started out on opposite sides of their bracket, pool number 29.
Okay.
So this is winners finals.
To make it into the round of 64, which is going to be in just about 50 minutes from now, I believe, is when they're going to start it.
Yeah, we're coming towards the end of pools.
Yeah, we're getting to the end of pools, and then afterwards, we're going to have our 64 down to 32. I believe top 32 is going to be at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, Pacific Standard Time. So if you don't know how to tell time on that, right now, Pacific Standard Time, it is 5:10. So you can do the math from there and figure that out. 10 a.m. tomorrow morning is when things will resume here on Capcom Fighters with the top 32 down to the top 8. And top 8 will be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard. You know, it's probably tournament standard time.
Oh, they've been pretty good about it, right?
Have they? I don't know how to expect the finals day planning to go, but we'll see.
So F-Champ versus Kaba, again, winners finals of their pool. Kaba, I haven't seen him play against Sim, but the way that we have seen him play, willing to take risks, but in general, very strong.
Right.
Mid-range control. That, I mean, this is commonly considered in the past a win for Dhalsim, this sort of general character matchup.
Right.
But
not in this game.
I just don't think so.
Yeah.
I just really don't.
In this game, I think for sure most people tend to agree that Ryu wins it. And, you know, it's because he has so much damage output. He can take so many risks. There's a lot of ranges where jumping at Sim with him is actually a good idea in this game.
And on top of that, Sim can't really control horizontally in the same way that he could in previous games. So instead, he has to dance around. And he has mobility, and that stuff can be useful for him, just like this. But he's not. You're not actively zoning when you're doing that. You're being evasive, but you're not actively controlling stuff.
Right, and you see what Kaba is doing, as you mentioned, horizontal control an issue for Dhalsim, right? He's backing off out of the farthest normals range for Dhalsim, and then when he gets in that range where, you know, now Dhalsim can maybe hit some buttons, jump. That's the plan. Great snipe out of the air, too.
Knocked down. And now, waiting. And that's something really nice to see from Kaba, that he's not so worried about the matchup that he needs to get in at every moment. He was willing to back off and reset it because he has been able to get the knockdown so far.
Right, and you see him fishing with sweep a couple of times as Kaba. That's great in this matchup. You know, because if Dhalsim blocks your sweep, not the end of the world. The punish is pretty small, and if you land it, it's your chance to get in. Jab check from Kaba off the whiff.
Yeah, I love the movement from Kaba, in and out. Perfectly spaced. You see it just outside of the stand strong?
Yeah, Chan's having real trouble getting meaningful damage out of the zoning. See, a lot of the times he's sliding under these jumps because Ryu jumping light kick, really tough to anti-air.
Yeah.
So he's had to slide instead, and you know, that's okay to evade, but it's not damage for yourself.
Yeah, there's okay. So with trigger, there is a real punish there.
Yeah, that slide. Wow, he's taking so much gray damage now. Filipino champ with the lead.
That's it. Oh, I thought that was gonna kill. Not quite. Another chance for Kaba still.
Yeah, he's got trigger to work with as well, and a bar. I mean, he's still real dangerous against Dhalsim.
He's really trying to bait that slide underneath.
Yeah, he wants it. There's just a little bit of time left, champ. You know what, the lead can play it slow. Hey. Oh, what a reaction. That was so fast. So soon did champ slide under that. So it's the first round for Filipino champ. But you know, the scary part for Sim is, right, this could be a 10-second round for Ryu.
Yeah, right.
It's totally possible for Ryu to just kind of get one big opening and dunk this character. Just like that. Has Tatsu now corner carry and a wake-up button from champ.
Important test early on for champ to know that he can press a button there after double dash.
Right. You know, see if Kaba has the real setups out after everything or not.
I'm sure he does. I mean, we saw, considering what we saw against Josh.
Right.
But, you know, he has to test too. Does F-Champ know?
Exactly, yeah. It's a little back and forth. Ooh, tried to teleport under, but now chance for Kaba has the V-trigger, V-reversal, and having a V-reversal that knocks down is really, really strong against Dhalsim.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of his pressure is V-reversible and is really good to V-reversal if you get that knockdown, especially.
Now Sim with the super.
That's the round,
yeah.
Dash up, back throw will do it.
Final round. Fight.
Patience from Kaba at the start. I really like how he plays. He backs off to a range where he can throw a fireball.
Oh, what a flow. And that was one of the first teleports that Filipino champ has used offensively.
It's something he'll do every now and then, but
oh,
it's just,
baited.
Wow, it's risky.
Oh, certainly, yeah. The float and that range, that spacing from champ was good. Oh, no. Missed teleport.
That was such a good punish. People will often just do a jab or something, but he got much better than that.
Certainly. You see the V reversal attempt, but look at all that meter on the side
of Kaba. Oh, no, another mistake. I don't like this from F-Champ. That's a problem for him. And now that's a range where Kaba wants to, he wants to react to a dive. It's what he's looking for there.
This range now, Kaba's still scary, as you mentioned. Oh, that was a bit of damage. It's not a ton. Oh, V reversal out of range, and he can't do critical art. Was a little too far away for that to work. Oh, it's critical art. There it is. That is game one, Kaba. Just like that, the well-spaced low forward, had the fireball buffered in, saw it, hit the critical art, and that's a pretty strong first game for Kaba, right?
Yeah, Kaba is definitely real.
Certainly.
Now,
I mean,
I know that F-Champ plays against XSK Samurai a lot.
Who you can see in the screen there, coaching.
Probably the best Ryu right now in North America. But the way that Kaba plays is just really strong. I mean, he's done such a good job and put himself at such good places. He knows when to punish. And look, you see he got hit a couple times. Okay, back off. I know I can get back in anyway.
Yeah, and that damage is not super meaningful compared to the dump truck that is Ryu.
Right. Right, exactly like this.
Yeah, I mean, jab, jab, uppercut from Ryu does more damage than lots of characters, medium, medium, special.
It certainly does more than most of Sim stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Unless we're talking like max damage situations, which are rare.
You know, and Champ in the corner has gone for defensive drill to gain plus frames a few times. I'm real scared that Kaba's going to have that parry on deck, or even maybe just an uppercut on reaction. Yeah, there's the whip punish on the drill. V reversal is another good option against Sim at that range. He's just going to go for it again, and great damage means the throw will kill. Just like that.
Just so well played. Kaba, I feel, is so solid as he moves forward. He's looking for everything. And during that approach, he's not afraid to back up every now and then. And the fact that he's willing to do so means that F-Champ can't consistently look for anti-airs, which is damage.
Oh, he got him. Wow. Took the big risk on the uppercut reversal, and you can see how much damage that is against Dhalsim.
It's huge. It's so tough to make that up as Sim.
Yeah, I mean, you need 3, 4 right guesses just to even get a fraction of it.
I mean, you can let the opponent toast for a little while and maybe hope it works out, but still, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, he got that great damage and got damage off of it, but you can see how little damage it was.
Oh no! Wow, not punished. That was very bad news for both parties.
Yeah, this is big damage now and chance for Filipino champ, but you see the V reversal consistently. One more will do it, and that's that. Kaba over Filipino champ.
Very well played by Kaba. Disappointing by F-Champ after they shake hands. He just backs off. And Kaba, I mean, Kaba, like I said, he did great at first attack. He did great at the tournament in DR as well.
Yeah.
It's not like he's in a new situation. I mean, here he is in LA. It's a different story in terms of geography, but being on a stage is not new to him. And playing against top players is not new to him.
Yeah, and you can see that's that recognition in that situation. Ooh, do you see the little smile out there? Yeah. Yeah, yep. I got him. That was just such sick play the whole time from Kaba. As you can see, like, he's pretty happy about it, but the reaction is not like, yeah, I beat someone I shouldn't have.
Right.
It's just, yeah, I played good today, and I beat.
Well, I mean, he's right about that. That's not an upset. I really feel like Kaba
not.
coming into that. I don't know if he's the favorite, but he's at that level. He's at that
even,
F-champ
right?
level. Yeah, I really think so.
Yeah, totally. He's one of those players that you really have to watch out for. You know, Ryu in this game is really strong, and F-champ, he's right at the bottom of that global qualifier spot. So doing well at this event, super important for him, right, to get for those points. So getting sent to loser's bracket, not a great sign. And as you mentioned, I think that was winners finals of the pool, right?
Yes.
So in loser's bracket, losers finals of the pool now, but Kaba is so impressive. I love that, as you mentioned, that he was willing to give up space.
Yeah.
And you know, they were so controlled on the ground that the few times that he jumped in, Filipino champ in the first game was super ready to slide under it. But then it became so rare that in the second game, there's a few jumps where champ just blocked.
Right.
And wasn't ready for any kind of answer.
Right.
So
yeah,
that was really good
well
work.
played. And that's tough news too for XSK Samurai, who needs F-champ to do well and stay in global points. And that's the same matchup that he trains up.
That's a double loss.
Right. Yeah. So if your training partner loses to the character that you play, you always feel bad about that. You always think, didn't I train you better than that? What are you losing to that same character for? But
yeah, you can beat me, but you're losing to this guy.
Yeah.
Come on, you know.
Right. So tough loss for both players.
It's that feeling. That's certainly the one.
Great job by Dominican Republic's Kaba. So we move on to the next one now. Alucard, F3 Alucard on the right versus Chorizo.
Yeah, we'll see what pool this is.
This is pool number 31.
David, the quick hands, always ready to give the info for you guys. Do you want to tell the people where they can find these brackets at, Ultra David?
Yeah, certainly. You can do so at smash.gg. It's where you can find a list of all the players. And then if you want to look at the individual brackets, most of them are updated in real time. You can do so at arena.flowko.tv, arena.floko.tv. That's right. I'm best known for my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, my quick hands.
Your quick hands, yeah.
That's right. That's my claim to
your
fame.
Proficiency, as well as being pretty bold in claiming that you're good at multitasking.
Yes.
Even though there's, lapses where you just hear me commentating as David stares off into the distance at social media.
If that's true, nobody would even know it.
No one would know it, right.
Right. I'm just counting on that.
Right, exactly.
In fact, I'm not even talking right now.
And there could be those moments, right, where you are doing that, and I could just let that space be empty because David is being negligible on the job, but instead, as a co-commentator is supposed to do, I fill in. And
well, you know what? When you have somebody who you can work with, who can cover for you, and nobody will know the difference, I say take advantage of that.
Right. It's the synergy. It's teamwork. It's laziness at its finest, but in a controlled fashion.
Alucard, by the way, was in a pool that was listed as having Daigo, but of course Daigo is not here. He just went to Milan instead.
Yes, and is playing in that final that's going to be going on tomorrow. If you guys didn't see the bracket for that, it's crazy. It's super stacked. It should be an awesome thing. That'll be on Capcom Fighters as well. So
Chorizo with Nakali and F3 Alucard going with Balrog. I asked him about Balrog picks and when he goes for it. He says he would like to do it all the time, but that he likes it in matchups where he can V-skill through important things, and this is a matchup where you can do that. You can V-skill through the ground pound.
And stomps and stuff too. There's a bunch of stuff like that. I was talking to PR Rog, and he basically said the same thing. He'd like to play Balrog in lots of matchups, but only plays Balrog in a few.
Yeah, for
and
him.
This is one of them for Eduardo as well.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. He told me that he mostly plays against characters who only have 4 framers.
4 framers, yeah. He said besides Chun and Nakali was one of the characters. Oh, that's unsafe, but no punish.
It's one of those things that is unsafe, but you have to press the button so quickly. There's such little block stun in there that if you wait at all, you are going to be too late.
Yeah, a couple of bar spent from Alucard. But, you'll take it to get the round. Spending meter or any kind of resource to get around is almost always 100% the idea you want to go for. Good blocks.
I feel like there must be some range there where Nakali can get stand jab after.
Yeah, probably right, but, they've been pretty far on dash punches so far. Media attempt afterwards. Oh, just the Seismo for the V-Gauge. Overhead, and that's corner carry for Alucard.
Oh, from the front. That did kind of look like it would be the cross-up behind.
Yeah, Alucard expected as well. You see that stand medium kicks he's throwing out? Those are great. They're buffered into stuff just in case you run into it. Combo on the ground. I love the first 2 hits. Oh, block and punish.
Here's the punish. Excellent. This time he gets it. It's so important to establish that.
Right.
You do not want the opponent to think he can get high-low for free.
Yeah, and interrupt again. Yeah, if you see those V-skill or V-trigger dashes coming out, you know, you can hit buttons in there and stop Balrog. The only thing you do is, you know, V-skill and do the spin punch to try to trade.
Yeah, he can definitely solve that. It's just a lot of Balrogs don't look for that at the start.
Right, and it's a risk to do so. So, you know, your character has one of those 3 frames, then that's where that comes so effective. Wow, spacing from Alucard. Knockdown, and went for the meaty, but uppercut from Nuckledu.
Wow, he's been waking up with that 3-frame stand short series. That's the 2nd or 3rd time. And that is definitely going to be that. Balrog is the kind of character that will take advantage of that 100%. No, he dropped it!
Combos
Come
are hard.
on!
Combos are tough, man.
I just feel bad because I said it would be for sure.
You know, that's just how it goes. Commentator's curse. If Nuckledu pops trigger, then chip is available.
Say, yeah, he cannot pop trigger at this point. He needs
or do that.
Okay.
That is some kind of reaction from Alucard. That was crazy. It's super full screen. I mean, that critical art's super fast, but
you can anti-air people who neutral jump from full screen.
Yeah.
That thing, like, it's super fast and very far, and that plays to one of the benefits for Alucard, who's always been known as having some of the best reactions in fighting games. Yeah. Every game he's played, he's had hit confirms. I mean, going back to Third Strike, he had hit confirms that few people could realistically do.
Yeah, and you know, not only that, but plays multiple characters in pretty much every game as well, and is strong with them. That's definitely a big up. I mean, one more for stun. Great block on the overhead.
Expected it. Overhead, but not punished.
Yeah, and you know, Alucard sees that the punish there is inconsistent. It's going to keep going for it. And then maybe bring out the low.
Hasn't done it yet.
Trigger popped off the target combo. Alucard with offense now. Yeah, there's the low. Extend and get the low again. Alucard with tons of meter to work with.
So he was waiting for it? Sick.
Critical art to close it out.
So he established overhead. I don't know, 3 or 4 times he did overhead in the game and a half now. And it wasn't until that series right there that he went low, and he did it twice.
Twice in a row. And now the question is, like, you know, does the overhead come out again or what? Crush countered. Corner carry is big. Oh, ooh, another crush.
He is building a lot of V-gauge. I don't know if it's even going to come up, though.
V reversal. We'll see if there's uppercut. Yeah.
There it is. Still caught. That orange is not going very far down on Chorizo's side.
Yeah, and there it is. As you mentioned, the orange, it's going to be low fierce upper, and that should close it out. Alucard with the Balrog pick, and that's the strength of this character. Really easy to just get run over.
Yeah.
Super aggressive offense monster. So many frame traps, and covers distance really quick, so yeah, really effective stuff.
Chorizo going to losers. So Alucard staying alive. In his pool, you know, you got to think that he's the favorite to make it out of there.
Yeah, I mean, no Daigo now in the pool,
right,
of course.
Right, yeah. So, coming up, we're going to go to a quick replay. We'll take another look at this thing. It was kind of a steamroll.
Yeah, so there's some cool series to see. Here's the reaction on the size one. You can see the buffer. Oh, that was good.
Just a few frames of down and down, right, just before this. And that is Alucard inputting the super.
Dang, such a sick reaction.
No longer do you need to have charge.
And you can see it's like the Seismo is literally under Balrog, and he's doing this and hits the button. It's like the timing is so good. Just a frame or two later, and he was gonna get hit by it.
Yeah, I mean, Alucard's been around a long time. He's been around since Third Strike, where he was one of the best Dudleys in the U.S. In the Midwest for sure. And it was the same way then. The overhead, he would very consistently get the link out of the lows. Right. Very consistently get the link. And playing other characters, he always just has had those reactions. I remember when he was starting out as Evil Ryu and very few people were playing that character, his hit confirms were so good. And that's part of why at least some of the people I know took a look at Evil Ryu as being an extremely strong character, because they saw, wow, look at how fast he can make that stuff happen.
Gotta see how fast the people at home are checking out the lovely PlayStation Experience 2016, which is, of course, where the Capcom Cup will be. $5 off the 2-day earlier bird pass with Fight Money 16. Got to spend that Fight Money somewhere. You got to enter code at PlayStation.com/experience-tickets.
Lobbing them up and dunking them down.
Dunking them down. Yeah, good work to Davey Boy. You set me up real nice.
Setup. Woo!
Yep, and there it is. Capcom Pro Tour shirt, of course. Amazon.com/Capcom Pro Tour. As you guys sit at home, I know you guys are feverishly signing up to come to this PlayStation Experience wearing your Capcom Pro Tour shirts that you, of course, purchase at Amazon.com/Capcom Pro Tour. Sitting in your Vertigear chairs, streaming with XSplit. Sponsorships, PlayStation, here we go. Looks like it's a match. Mike and Ike on the left. Super strong Laura player. You saw him the other day in the team tournament. OCV Raikatsu Punko XYZZY team is playing against ISG Pony from Mexico.
Yeah, Mike from up north, right? Yeah, from New Jersey. There it is. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen him at NLDC.
Yeah, and the Red Bull qualifier is going on over there. Mike and Ike's been big, strong contender over there.
Oh, maybe that's where I've seen him. Okay.
Closest stun should be the round. And the throw to build meter, really smart. Mike and Ike's going to take it. He has a real suffocating offensive Laura. If you really don't have an invincible reversal that doesn't take meter, he'll just run you over. He will not give you a chance to play. It's a real effective style of Laura. It's a tough style to play, but he's so strong and he has such great positioning. Knockdown.
There really hasn't been too much in the way of fighting against this from Pony. I feel like he wants to take control of the mid-range, but he hasn't been able to consistently do that.
Right, oh, sick whip punish. Mike and Ike with the offense now. And you know, there hasn't been any reversals out of Pony really yet. It's just been maybe one, and it's not been enough.
Oh, big chance! Oh, unfortunately for him, he was busy. That is super unfortunate.
Yeah, got occupied for a second there with the input.
Oh, no,
Crush.
Not quite.
Can dash up.
Very consistently.
Oh, man.
Huge chance. Confirms. Save super, of course. And then, people typically do not tech the first time that they've been knocked down. But there it was for Mike and Ike.
Yeah, he's doing throw tech OS. He did it earlier in the match.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so. Okay, knockdown for Karin. Still a bit of that trigger.
Pony is alive. He needs maybe one more hit. Oh, wake up jab was enough.
Jab, 3-framer. And that'll do it. Just a little slip. You mistime that meaty by just a bit. And you get got. That's what will happen. So
you do. This is pool number 27, by the way.
Yeah, which you can, of course, check at home at FlowKO, arena.flowko.tv, or on smash.gg.
Now, this hasn't been updated fully. Either this is winners finals or maybe losers finals. I don't know. Because they started out on opposite sides of the bracket.
Right, so it's going to be deeper in this pool.
Right, it definitely is deeper in the pool. If it's winners finals, that means that Pony made his way through Alex Myers.
Oh, interesting.
But I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, probably check Twitter for the updates. You see the throw tech OS again from Mike and Ike. That's when you see that jump back light kick.
They've both been interrupting their command dash pressure really well. For both players, they've wanted to establish it, and both of them have interrupted it.
Right, and that's what you have to do. You can't let anybody get away with that kind of stuff, right? It's like Ken run, Ibuki command dash, Laura dash. It's the same kind of idea.
Right.
And same kind of situation, right? It's counter hit state and everything. It's got to get in there and hit buttons. And
last point now for Mike and Ike, and he's been consistently getting his way in.
And there hasn't really been enough challenge from Karin, right? It hasn't been like doing reversal uppercut or jumping or any kind of just challenge at all. Maybe V-reversal is okay, but
I think that's been the only tool. I don't think we've seen EX at all.
Yeah.
And we're not going to see EX.
That's that.
All she wrote right there. Very consistently moving forward and pressing buttons and very rarely knocked down was Mike and Ike 12.
And he's out in the pool in either winners or losers. We're not sure which.
Again, could be loser side. I'm not sure exactly where that was.
Yeah.
It could be anywhere in losers, really.
Yeah, actually, if they both lost early. Well, it's hard to say.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Man, looking at these matches
we have a sick lineup coming up. Yeah, let me tell you. So, R Kappa, K, FGC, XYZZY. People want me to pronounce that as Zizzy.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I just like XYZZY.
I do too.
Can I be honest with you? And his opponent's going to be MJ Goro JR, then Apology Man versus EG Momochi.
Yes.
Very interesting. And then another America versus Japan in SD Pinoy versus Udeal Yukadon.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I mean, you know, we were looking at these pools, and those are kind of the sluggers we saw in each of these pools. Yeah. I mean, Momochi versus Apology Man, an interesting one. Everybody, I think, thinks Momochi is one of the strongest, if not the strongest player right now.
Yeah.
And he's going to be going up against Apology Man, who had like this surprising run at EVO where he did super well with Rashid. So he's really going up against a Titan.
Yeah, I mean, everybody thinks of Apology Man as being a Marvel player, but in fact, he was a top BlazBlue player before that. And I'll have you know that he's done really well in Smash tournaments as well.
So he probably wouldn't want you to know that, but
he brags about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's happy about it. Oh, yeah, for sure. So he's not just a Marvel player. He's, in fact, the top player in at least a few games, and I'm not surprised at all to see that also in Street Fighter V.
Yeah, he's really good at this game. He has a really sick Rashid.
Yeah.
He had like this super close match with, I think it was Fudo at EVO, where he was like, man, it was like final round between the two, super close, and like, Fudo got second place at EVO.
Yeah.
Almost lost to Apology Man. So that just gives you an idea of the kind of caliber of player you're looking at here.
He's very good. So we're going to go to Goro JR versus R Kappa KFGC XYZZY.
What they want you to call him?
Zizzy.
Zizzy? Zizzy?
Yeah,
It's way less cool than XYZZY.
Right?
Or even XYZ, if you just like shorten it.
I think I'd prefer to do that.
Yeah.
Might just say Birde. Might just say Birde a lot.
Yeah, dude.
In this game. This match. So from Mexico, MJ Goro JR. He's going with Nikali. Love the international contingent that showed up here.
Dude, it's so many players, but not just from Japan, which is what you usually expect at a premier event. So many players from Mexico, South America, DR, right?
Yeah, Dominican Republic is here. Korea is here, is what we're seeing right now. Of course, Canadians are here too. So there's quite a good representation.
Yeah, you expect the usual suspects, you know, like a few of the Japanese gods or something like that, and maybe, you know, Infiltration or Punko. But it's like you get all these strong players out here that we don't often see.
Starting off with Jump Fierce, one of the better jump buttons in the game, but interrupted.
Yeah, I mean, after that disguidance, the dash from Nikali, he really doesn't get a lot mid-screen without V-Trigger.
Right.
So, you know, XYZZY knew that and got in there. This is going to be a big punish.
That is such a punish as Birde.
Yeah, it is. That's no meter, no resources, no trigger.
No, too far. Luckily for Goro JR.
Yeah, we still got this V-Trigger Nikali. And you see that medium punch, it's, you know, it's buffered into the dash just in case. Oh,
what other button would it be?
I couldn't expect anything else.
What other button than Crouching Fierce?
I can't believe it
hit
at that range.
I didn't know existed until 2 weeks ago.
Dude, I didn't think about it. But like, I was thinking in my head, like, what does Birde do to counterpoke? Oh yeah, that one. I don't even know if it's what Birde does to counterpoke. I think it's just what he does to counterpoke. Oh, the walk-up. I'm surprised there was no punish on the Seismo. Great air-to-air, though, from Goro JR.
So in the start of both of these rounds, Goro JR has had a nice series for himself. And then it just feels like XYZZY took over in the first one. But oh nice man. Medium!
What an interrupt.
Yeah.
That was such good awareness to just be like, yeah, I see that little Seismo coming out. Let me slap you around a bit. Meaty, yeah, you can't contest it. Juggle out of the air. And one more to do it for XYZZY.
I love the
if it's down
jab
fierce,
after
dude.
that.
If it's down fierce,
it's going to be crouching. Oh, it's none of those.
Yeah, it's overhead.
After all of those great control buttons, crouching jab, crouching medium kick, stand medium kick, crouching fierce is what sealed it last round. It makes total sense to me that Goro JR would hang out and crouch block.
Yeah, he's just kind of blocking like, all right, this fool dunked me last time with down fierce.
Yeah, let me just like whiff punish something. Okay, you're going to stick out crouching fierce. It's huge. It's whiff punishable. Fine, I'll wait it out. Overhead comes right then.
Yeah, it's like, all right, well,
perfect timing.
You're the best. Chase down that back roll with the Seismo.
I feel that Nikali should be able to punish that sweep from Birde. It's quite punishable.
Yeah, and you know, on the forward fierce too, he's done that a few times. Oh, there's that down fierce, the big swing.
I wonder if you can just disguidance that on reaction.
You would, yeah, maybe.
Sweep for sure.
Pressure. Oh yeah, and he's got nothing.
Huge chance. Hey!
Command throw.
Enough?
Uppercut, not enough.
Quite.
Oh, with an overhead. What a block.
He's so smart.
Yeah,
he's so smart. Look at this guy.
He still just needs one. Okay. Oh, that was scary. If it had been stand, medium, punch, headbutt, super, we would have been talking about the genius that he is. But yeah, didn't get it.
That's one thing, as a player of a tall character, you're always looking for instant overhead. Everybody thinks that they're the cutest for getting an instant overhead on you, but as like a Birde or a Zangief or a Urien, you're always looking for that stuff.
Yeah, dude, your character's so tall, it's so susceptible to that kind of offense.
It's like how in Marvel, Sentinel players default to high blocking a lot of the time.
Yeah, exactly. It's because you have some cutesy overhead 50-50 thing that you think you're going to deal with.
Yeah. So Goro JR. Oh, here's a big chance. Now, those jumps, the ones that have worked out, have been when Birde has been busy, right? That's the problem for Birde. Great buttons, but a lot of them take up a lot of frames.
Oh, what a jump out. Man, what a read that there was going to be command throw in that situation.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see XYZZY change up a little bit on when he presses buttons and where he presses buttons.
Yeah, just maybe waits for more jumps.
Yeah. Seemed like that might have been the adaptation there after all.
There it is. Was close to getting that super as well, but didn't quite have it. Air to air is good. You know, there's been a few of those from Goro so far. Has seen Birde jump and instead meets him in the air instead of risking any kind of anti-air uppercut or something.
What a setup. I've never seen that before.
Oh, the interrupt again. He so consistently knows when there's going to be a whiff from Nikali, right? Whether it's the Seismo or the stomps.
Yeah.
It's meaty chance here, and he just patience, yeah.
Well, he's up against a very dangerous character.
my
It didn't
God.
come up. He just got ducked in the roundhouse.
I can't believe he hits that buttons and footsies like that.
Again,
Like-
that button, very strong button.
Yeah.
Right? Clearly, you can see the hitbox on it, very strong. It crush counters, a lot of damage out of that. But if it whiffs and the opponent jumped, that's
It's
like
so
throwing
much.
a fireball.
Yeah.
You are there. And not only can you not anti-air as Birde,
You're stuck.
you're just going to get hit in a lot of situations. If that had been a jump, that would have been, not the round, but a ton of damage
yeah, ridiculous
into a
amount.
really good situation for Goro JR. And I'm surprised to see the roundhouse because it seemed like the adjustment in that round, at least at the start of it, was to hit fewer buttons
Right,
on
so
the
you could
ground.
look for the
and to
anti-airs.
look for the anti-air. That's what happened. I mean, that's what we were talking about.
Right.
It did happen. So then to make that switch again, rare to see.
In the same round.
Yeah, he made 2 adjustments like that in the same
same round.
So he's a really smart player.
Yeah, I don't know. His
What can you
Birde
say?
footsies
Very,
are just
very
like,
smart.
It so boggles the mind. Because Birde's buttons are obviously incredibly good. But as you mentioned, like when you stick one out, you're really committed.
You're stuck.
Yeah, you put a ring on that button. It is 100% committal. So your opponent, if they are jumping, you're donezo. So it's really scary to hit those buttons despite them being super good.
Right.
Yeah, his just knowledge, it's not one of those things that you can boil down to like just frame data or something. That is really like an understanding as a player like of just timing and feeling out your opponent. Because there's no way to play footsies with like, you know, math. It's just really one of those things where you got to do it from the heart.
Yeah.
So it's really about understanding as a player. Speaking of which, we got a couple of really strong players. We've been talking about them a little bit. It's Apology Man and EG's Momochi. Of course, Apology Man, as we mentioned, had a deep run at EVO, played Rashid, really strong. Momochi probably widely considered maybe the strongest player in the world right now with Ken.
Yeah, I think so. I've always thought very highly of Ken, as you know.
Me too.
And after having seen Momochi play not just the burst damage approach Ken, but also the patient, grounded defense footsies confirmed Ken, my estimation of that character was even higher.
Yeah, you know, I feel the same way. I had a conversation with Filthierich recently. I was telling him about how I thought Ken was really fun, has all these cool hit confirms, and was, you know, I was telling him, after watching Momochi play, I feel like you can play a different style than I ever expected with the character. And then he said something along the lines of, you know, very mathematically 9-1, something or other about how, like, yeah, you wait until you play somebody who knows how to play against that character.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I did. And I feel that he's very strong.
I know, yeah.
I don't know what you expect me to find, Filthierich, about this character, but he's good. And Momochi shows off the strength in him, although Filthierich and Momochi had that really close set.
Oh, that was so close.
In the team tournament. Filthierich almost beating Momochi.
He did.
Which was like such a sick set.
If he had confirmed that crouching medium kick,
he would have beat him.
He would have won.
And he told me, I asked him about that, and he's like, yeah, I did that crouching medium kick. I input the super, I was just too late.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I definitely tried it. I was just a little late.
Oh, it's too bad for him, but you know, I mean, it's a good sign for him that he did as well. I know he wasn't too upset to lose that in that way. Of course, he wants to win, but...
I mean, he wants to beat Momochi because he looks up to Momochi so much and really respects him as a player.
Of course.
Summoning a storm.
So, we're going to go to Momochi, speaking of, and Rashid, played by...
Apology Man.
Apology Man.
Out of Northern California.
A multi-game champion, a multi-game top player. And, you know, Momochi has done the same thing. Nowadays, it's only Street Fighter, but it's been at least 3 Street Fighters where he's been one of the best in the world, if not the best at times.
I am Rashid of the Turbulent Wind.
Yeah, I think he always has those moments where you feel like, man, Momochi is the best.
In Ultra, SF4, there was a little while where it
he has
like
that Capcom Cup, and then he got the Evo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, it was like back-to-back, like, man, what a guy. Oh, interesting. Both whiffing a bit at the start. They kind of danced a bit. Ah, the light kick Tatsu. That is very important for Ken to hit. And you see that crouching medium kick Momochi hit as the meaty? If that hit, he was going to cancel uppercut as a hit confirm.
At ESL, he did that more than a number of times.
That which is so incredibly difficult to do, but Momochi's got those. And that Tatsu's going to come out. So what he does is when he blocks one of those crouching fierces or one of those Rashid buttons you expect to go into Hurricane, if you do happen to cancel, he gets the Tatsu out. Overhead misses. But yeah, Momochi's got the tech to beat a lot of this Rashid pressure. And you see him playing slow. Just waiting.
He always has tech. He's always a very tech-heavy player. Okay, not much damage there. Wow, roundhouse, very unusual to see that. Apology Man with an interesting idea. Oh, okay. Into what? Something cute? A little bit.
Oh, the roundhouse again. All right, stun.
Pop it. Yes, now he needs more than that, but he's on a good train right now.
Keeps him standing.
Plus.
The short. Yeah, light kick.
Very
3-frame Tatsu into V-trigger plus about 87,000. Give or take a few zeros.
I think it might really just be +9 or something. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's very plus. Confirm off the Tatsu, and Momochi is real consistent about spacing those Tatsu well. You know, oh man, sick from Momochi to cover. And you see him not pulling the trigger on uppercut.
I like the timing of that.
Check again, man. Momochi's hit confirms.
They're just so on point.
That time he missed it, but you know, immediately EX Fireball.
Yeah, you make it safe. Have advantage, in fact. Apology Man trying to make something happen. He's so desperate. Try to make something happen. I like his movement. You know, I like the choices that he's made. It's not that I think he's playing poorly, but Momochi has taken so much out of everything.
Yeah, and the EX Fireball at the end to close it out. Suffocation, really. Not only just in neutral, but in decision-making, he's punishing everything. His hit confirms are good. You remember back in Street Fighter 4, I just was reminded of this when Momochi threw in the corner just now. Yeah. You know, in Street Fighter 4, Momochi would land, forward throw, he'd do that little dip. He does the same kind of thing in this game. When he forward throws you in the corner, he takes this little step back and does a dip, and then he throws you again. I think that's his timing for the throw loop. I think he doesn't, he like manually times it instead of hitting a button. It's really interesting.
Gets right through.
Yeah, Air Tatsu, very tough to answer here.
Oh, big chance now for Apology Man. Some damage, and he chose to go for the knockdown. Kind of gave up positioning as a result.
Yeah, challenge after from Momochi. Knows that after that down fierce, he can take a chance and hit a button.
Yeah, of course it's not a punish, but he can press buttons before Apology Man can.
Right. And a couple of times Apology Man has got counter hit after that. You know, he's not canceling crouching fierce to Hurricane as much. Great punish from Momochi. Because Momochi has been Tatsuing it.
It's just almost tough to see the path through this as Apology Man.
Yeah, how do you beat such strong spacing, hit confirming?
Yeah, you see where Momochi is walking off to? It's a space where he can react to any dash, space where he can react to any jumps, and at the same time he's shown that he walks up and he can make things happen almost instantly.
And he'll whiff punish.
Look at this. Yeah, you see walk up, it's like he's looking for some button into, yeah, like a fierce into the whirlwind, and then he can get through that as we've seen.
All right, gonna spend it.
I just don't think this is gonna kill.
It's not.
It's a lot of resources to give up on this.
Yeah, he needs one more for the round.
He doesn't get it. Kick. So it's a huge loss to start this round with 0 meter rather than full meter. It's a big shift.
Oh, no anti-air from Momochi. He got hit by the roundhouse as well. You know, he used that to throw it. Man, the
100% on that?
Yeah. He is. That time maybe not because it was the light kick top.
Yeah,
light kick whirlwind.
Yeah.
I think he only gets in there if it's heavy or EX. Man, the Air Tatsu again. Look how much damage off of that.
I know, and Apology Man wanted the anti-air. It's not like he was caught off guard. He just chose the wrong tool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, trying your anti-air button as an anti-air is the wrong tool against Ken Air Tatsu. Other side, and juggle for Apology Man.
Hey, out of the air, can he juggle? No, he could have, but he didn't get it.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to... That EX Eagle is so fast. No hit confirm into critical.
Oh, here he goes. Needs more again. Momochi is a hit away from doing this. Yeah, that's going to be that.
Yeah, cancel into the critical art.
Yeah,
there it is. We'll see.
And FADC into Ultra.
And that is that. Yeah, it literally is FADC Ultra. Same thing.
Yeah. Great job by Momochi. Again, a lot of people think he's the best in the world right now, and I think you saw part of why right there.
Yeah.
The spacing, fantastic. The reactions, okay, excellent.
Right.
Knowing when to hit confirm and what to look for and where, we're all there. He has the tech to make all that stuff work at the same time. Like, it's not like he's one of these players that plays excellent fundamentals and then not the tech-heavy side of it,
right, exactly.
Not the option selects, not all that sort of stuff. He will use those things as well as anybody else, and he comes up with a lot of that stuff too. Like, he'll even do the stand jab into Hurricane. That is an auto confirm for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
On hit, it comes out as Hurricane. You get the combo, and on block, it doesn't happen. And in order to do that, it's just a couple of frames window. Very, very fast. Short immediately into the Hurricane. If you mistime it, you're gonna get your butt kicked.
You're gonna get it.
You know, you're gonna get that on block, and that's bad news. But he does it, and he does it consistently, and that's something that not many people do.
Yeah,
he has all the tools.
Yeah, all the tools in the world. Just like if you guys are at home, biggest tool in your arsenal is going to be this Vertigear chair, which you guys can bust out with the coupon code SCR2016 to save 10% valid through the weekend. Keep in mind, as comfortable as they are, aerodynamic, fancy. Be careful you don't slide too far in your house on your vertigear chair as you watch in your Capcom Pro Tour shirt. You can find also more information about the Capcom Pro Tour over at CapcomProTour.com. The different social media channels, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook being the main ones. You want replays from tournaments, that YouTube is your one. If you want info about everything that's going down for the Capcom Pro Tour, Twitter, of course, as well as Facebook. Another match. SD Pinoy on the left, out of San Diego, California. His opponent on the right is going to be Udil's Yukadon, 3rd place at EVO this year with Nash.
I've played against Pinoy a bunch online.
I know. Your alternate account name, by the way, is hilarious.
Oh, thanks, man.
I don't know how many people know what it is.
Not many. In fact, some people specifically have tweeted things that I've done from there thinking it's somebody else, and I couldn't be happier about it. Yeah, I couldn't be happier about it.
I'm glad I saw that clip.
There are people who I specifically troll online with that effort in mind. But he's not one of them.
No,
he's not one of them. Anyway, he and I have played, and very strong, interesting decision-making with both of his characters. He plays both Nuckledu and Bison.
Right, because he was a Bison loyalist in Street Fighter 4, but in this game was having tough times with the character. Went to Nuckledu as he felt, did a lot of the things that he feels is strong, just a bit better. So it is going to be, we'll see what the character is, right? But whether it's he starts with the Bison or he goes with the Nuckledu.
You know, this is Bison versus Nash, I feel like is one of the matches where he's a legit character.
Dude, yeah, definitely.
So if he ends up doing that, he's currently sitting on the character. We'll see if that's what he locks in with. I feel like that's a character that he can play against.
Right. I was telling James earlier, we were watching one of these matches. Dude, I really think that this is a character that fights Nash well. The Infiltration had a real close match against a Bison player in pools the other week.
Yeah.
And like, this character just has the tool set to deal with Nash.
I think so too. Yeah.
You know, Nash no 3-frame buttons to get out of a lot of the pressure scenarios Bison likes to go for.
Yeah, and a lot
Bison
of the
neutral is tough for him to deal with.
The booms can be neutralized real fast. And in fact, Bison wants you to throw booms at him because how else is he going to build V-meter?
Yeah, it's the best, and you know, Yukadon is doing a good job already following behind the booms, right? But that's not enough, right? Because Bison then can do other things to kind of stop you, head stomp, see what the pressure is going to be. The neutral jump,
like as Bison in this matchup, you don't have to worry so much about uppercutting through things. Like, so I feel like his pressure works out in this matchup. I feel like he can counter zone pretty well in this matchup.
Media is good, and there's the pressure afterwards. Devil's Reverse also, that's around. Devil's Reverse, real tough to deal with for Nash in a lot of scenarios.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's real strong. You know, Pinoy, as a reminder, has had really good results. Made top 8 at SCR last year in Street Fighter 4. And not only that, but, you know, he had a real close set against Bonchan at EVO in Street Fighter 4 as well. He's a real good player. Oh, the crush.
That's a lot of damage. He needs one more. Oh, he mistimed it. Very lucky for Yukadon.
Yeah, a break for sure.
So now that Super's on deck, some of those tools for Bison are a little bit less consistent. But so far, it's still been real.
Okay, great reaction from Yukadon.
You know, he went a little bit too crazy right there, and that might cost him.
Meaty boom. And you see the defense from Pinoy didn't get antsy. Good spacing. He's got
I don't know. I think it's going to whip.
Early?
Oh, no. I thought he was going to be underneath, but great timing by Yukadon.
Living.
Alive.
Living. We'll see what the mix-up is here. Oh, goes for the low instead of the overhead chain. Devil's Reverse. That's what I'm talking about. It's so tough for him to deal with because if he comes on the front, you know, you can try to anti-air, but he goes behind with the Devil's Reverse. And Pinoy, game 1. This crowd, this Southern California crowd, so much on his side. Wow, and you see the call for Japanese backup. There's another member on the stage there for coaching as Yukadon looks like he's in trouble against SD Pinoy here in pools.
He's just going to have to play more offensively, more about the approach.
Totally.
You cannot, I just feel like this is a matchup whereas Nash, you don't want to play the mid-range as good as you are there. And dude, that's Bison's wheelhouse.
Dude, when he was offensive, he was doing such a great job against Pinoy. Pinoy's defense was cracking a bit at the seams, but no, you know, he didn't stay to that game. He couldn't find a way to make it consistently happen. Walked into it, but he gets the back throw anyway. Man, this pressure from Pinoy, it's a little much for Yukadon.
Oh! Can you shimmy with Bison? Do you know
walk speed?
Do you know that man's walk speed? Match point now for Pinoy against top 3 at EVO, UDL Yukadon. Pinoy is always a killer. He doesn't get to travel very often, but he has been very strong, as you said, in SF4 and now in SF5.
Exactly, with this Bison pick. Gets in there again, and it's so tough to answer. Oh, the crush again, and now
Yukidon has to settle down.
He's got to figure something out.
Has to settle down.
The pressure again is too much. Close to stun, and he got out of there with the trigger. That's a lot of resources still.
It is. I feel like he needed to find that moment to settle a little bit. That said, already
he might be dead.
He is.
SD Pinoy over Yukidon. Third place at Evo goes down to the Southern California Bison player. There's the handshake. What a match from Pinoy.
Well, that character pick was the right one. Very nicely done.
Yeah, we were talking about the Nuckledu, but man.
No, I think that was the right choice.
Bison Nash is such a good fight for Bison, I think. And not only that, but it's such a strong Bison player.
Like, I don't believe that like Bison beats Nash.
Yeah.
But I do think that that's one of the, I don't know. But I do think that that's one of the matches that Bison is a real character in.
Yeah, and you can see some of this pressure. I mean, you know, there's a lot of moments where, like right there, Yukidon flinched, right? He flinched right at the end because that low strong whiffed, and because of that, he gets it. We'll see the reaction immediate. Jumped out of the man. How did Cody get on the stage so fast?
He was on there.
For a big man, he was moving.
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean that dude's got 1100 life, but he jumped up on the stage like no problem. He's like, yeah, all right, I'm in there. The forward medium kick onto the stage.
Oh, very nice.
From 1100.
You know, they're actually still partying right now.
Yeah, they still are.
They're taking selfies and everything.
Oh man, that's crazy. You know, and Richard Pinoy he's been that good for a long time, and as you mentioned, doesn't get a chance to travel too much.
Right.
Unsponsored player, but really awesome that he got to show off here against third place at Evo finisher Yukidon.
And you know, Yukidon didn't seem like he was mad about it. He was smiling himself.
I mean, you can't be too mad about that.
I think it was 4 straight rounds. Yeah, I mean, there's not so much you can say about that as Yukidon. I do think that he could have been playing it better. I think his pressure seemed like that's what was working out, rather than the mid-range control, rather than the zoning, rather than the anti-airs. And yet, I feel like that's how he was playing for a large chunk of it, was as the mid-range. That's sort of how he defaulted at the start of it.
Right.
So I think if he had a chance to go back and do this over again, he would have played it differently.
Way more aggressive, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. But you can't really do that.
No.
You can't really play it over again.
I mean, I guess if they run into each other in losers bracket, perhaps.
He'll think about it, but you know what? This one is Pinoy's.
You know.
He moves on in winners.
That is the end of our pool block section here at SCR. We're going to get into top 64, which is going to wind down to top 32 tonight.
Yeah.
And that'll be coming up after another short break. I know you guys are excited for that. We'll see you guys in just a few.
For those who I wish to protect, I will fight you!
Want to see my kung fu? I'll show you. PlayStation.
From Daigo, quite rare. Justin's first jump in a while here. Oh, wow, a double jump. There's the jump back jab again. This could be super. Justin is going to eliminate Daigo Umehara.
Oh my god, this offense is just ridiculous.
Oh my god, that is
poison.
Oh, he's gonna get hit.
Oh my, oh! He took the risk!
And here, no, he's just safe for option.
We should not be at this point. See, this is how this been moving shines. The patience game. Oh, god. DP. He's got Claw on deck. Luffy needs to do something.
Oh my god!
And that's it.
The beast is in the house. He's in the house.
Welcome back
to SCR 2016. We are here with top 64 of Street Fighter V. I'm Sage M. This is
James Chen. How's everybody going?
The one and only. We've got a pretty good match to start with you guys, and the lineup we have on the side is so ridiculous because we can see what matches are coming up next.
And
so
don't forget what we're doing right now is going from top 64 to top 32.
Right.
Top 32 will open up on Sunday on
Tomorrow.
Capcom Fighters.
Right.
Yeah, that'll start at around 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Tomorrow at 10 a.m. So the first match coming up is going to be Balrog versus Zowie Gamerby. And so Balrog, I asked him earlier, he's going to be playing Balrog against Gamerby. This is one of those matchups that he feels Balrog is good in. Against Nuckledu. He likes this matchup. I was talking to him about it, so he's going to play this. We'll get into who we're going to see up next, but it's a pretty ridiculous lineup of matches. So here we go.
It's pretty interesting because I know Balrog, he doesn't feel like his mindset is suited well for Street Fighter V.
Right.
And he really doesn't like this character that much. He thinks he's pretty bad. But here he is in top 64 on winner's side. You know, that is the kind of player that Balrog is.
Right, yeah. And you know, the thing about Eduardo, oh, great punish. The thing about Eduardo is that, you know, he knows what matchups he wants to play Balrog in, and he has such a style, and he's so strong that at any day he can just win.
Right, and the other thing too is his other character is, guess who?
Nuckledu.
So he knows this matchup, and you can see that he is just taking it right to Gamerby.
And the instant overhead to close it out. Clutch first round. Balrog, you know, just consistent pressure. Didn't give Gamerby any space, and did a great job of just smothering.
Let's see if Gamerby can make an adjustment here. Now, Gamerby, interestingly enough, says that the one thing that he's tried to do more in Street Fighter V is play it more on a feel kind of, you know, base. Just like, let's just do what feels right at the time. And that's largely how Balrog plays, though. So it's always been
caught him trying to attack. One more for stun. There it is, the whip punish. And that's the stun. Should be the game for Balrog.
Like wow.
And you know Balrog's style, walking forward, constantly aggressive, whip punishy, footsie style, smothering you on offense. It's the way he plays the game. You see, he looked for the immediate thumbs up because he wants to go. He wants to maintain that momentum, start the match, get into it as quick as possible. That's Balrog's wheelhouse. That's how he likes to play. What a reaction.
Prerogative, right?
Yeah, it's his prerogative. No reaction on Seismo from Eduardo. You expect maybe a dash punch.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think he's too worried about it, right? It's just little bits of chip. I mean, obviously you're getting a V-meter, but Balrog doesn't seem like he's having any problems.
Seems like Gamerby is struggling to deal with Balrog. That should be another round for Eduardo if he can close it out. There it is. Yeah, he's cleaning up. 3
quick rounds. Oh, wow. One of the only stage transitions that was added now. So now we actually shifted over to the right.
Yeah, you know, the bank. Eduardo in the neutral, you'll notice he's playing this footsie. He's got the whip punishes. Suddenly he got Gamerby to duck in the other game, and that's where he went for the overhead. I mean, he's just really taking it to Gamerby in neutral. His ground game and positioning and just choices with dash punch and stuff is so good. Whip punish again. He's one of the best at whip punishing with a charge character with dash punch. All right, chance for Gamerby now. Gets corner carry and damage.
All right, there we go. Trying to get out of that situation. Here we go. Nice momentum, and now his turn to get the stun on Balrog. So finally, after 3 quick rounds from Balrog, Gamerby gets one on the board. So let's see if he can keep this momentum going.
Yeah, stays alive. And you notice, you know, you try to wake up at the end of the last round with the EX, and Gamerby had the perfect media to stuff it. He attempted the anti-air, but stuffed. That anti-air, the rush upper, not amazing for anti-air in a lot of range.
Yeah, Balrog's anti-air is pretty spotty at best. He's got a lot of good buttons, but you have to use them all at the right times.
Great for pressuring. He's a frame trap monster, but yeah, when it comes to anti-airs, not always the best option. Jump out from Eduardo, he'll take that.
Ooh, back dashes away from the command throw. Now he's got that corner position again.
Oh, whip punish.
He's got to activate that to keep himself safe. Gets the throw. Look at this, dancing. Dance like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
And he jumps out of the down fierce. Eduardo, though, lots of meter, but that's the game for Gamerby. It was just, you know, probably a wake-up button from Eduardo with like a counter hit. Looks like he got him.
Into the vault we go. No, super ending. There we go. Okay.
All right. Well, either way, that's a game for Gamerby. A thumbs up gets shot over at Eduardo. It's one apiece. You know, Eduardo was looking like he might get the steamroll, but as soon as Gamerby got on the board, it kind of slowed Eduardo down.
Right.
And he couldn't really apply the pressure in the same way that he wanted to. The buffer. All right, Gamerby a bit more ready for this grounded approach from Eduardo with the dash punch.
And then the jump in. Caught him right when Balrog was touching a button. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, could have been a lot worse than that, but
Gamerby expecting quick rise and had meaty command throw ready. Pressure. Blocks from Eduardo, and he checks.
Oh, he got him low. You gotta be careful standing up in the middle of that target combo.
Oh, some
caught
weird
him,
input errors from Eduardo. With punish, he gets corner carry and positioning and the EX.
So much damage, and all the way in the corner, close to stun, but a wake-up uppercut from GamerB, and then the meaty light punch gonna into V-Trigger, gonna give him the round, and now look at this, 3 rounds in a row for GamerB.
Yeah, he's really started to understand this matchup. You can tell at first a little unsure of what to do, and now really playing closer to the chest, this GamerB. Has sort of figured out what Eduardo wants to do, is now interrupting the dash punches with buttons, buffered into the charge.
Yeah, it looks like he's also trying to hit less buttons in the middle of Balrog, and timing his jumps really well.
Oh, interesting.
Not gonna punish, and a no punish from GamerB either.
Now challenging with uppercuts, lots of wake-up buttons from GamerB, so he convinced Eduardo to sit still.
Yeah, that was the 3rd wake-up uppercut, I think, from GamerB.
Oh man, another command throw, and he can bust out another uppercut after. We'll see what the mix-up's gonna be. Just block.
Oh, he got caught. Here we go. Oh, he went for the reset. But the armor, he's gonna live because you can't die on armored hits. Here comes
the EX to try to close it out, and it's gonna do enough
damage from Balrog. Oh.
That's the damage you expect from this character. That's the corner carry. That's just the pure dunkage that Balrog can do. It costs him a lot of meter, though, and that means GamerB is going to come into this final round with a significant advantage.
Oh, but catches him with the overhead.
And you know, Eduardo playing a bit cautious. Now he got him with the crush. He was worried about the uppercuts earlier. We'll see if GamerB commits. No, it's jab.
This time it's wake-up jabs.
Oh, no punish from Eduardo at that range. Air-to-air now. Yeah, he had the air-to-air as, you know, anti-airing that dive kick's not been consistent for him.
Yeah, plus Balrog's jump is kind of awkward, so they land at the same time. Doesn't really get... Oh, nice!
Anti-air with the upper.
Yeah, chasing him down. That thing can hit. I mean, it's hard to hit at its head level.
The jump, what a reaction from Eduardo. He can juggle afterwards, and he's got to be careful. GamerB with lots of resources, but that'll do it. Eduardo 2 dash-up throws to close that out over GamerB, and that's Eduardo with Balrog advancing to top 32 tomorrow.
We had 3 rounds from Balrog, then 3 rounds from GamerB, and then 2 rounds coming back from Balrog. And that last dash-up throw was just basically him like, you know what, I know you're waking up uppercut. I know.
Or button.
Yeah, I know you think that I'm going to be scared that you're going to wake up button, but I don't believe it.
This is that comeback from Eduardo. He goes for the armor. And you can see it's just this one hit, right? He needs this anti-air. He catches the low, spends the 2nd bar at the end of this, and the last hit of rush upper. There it is. That was so clutch from Eduardo to throw out the EX low from so far away. And GamerB was just not low blocking because that move is so fast. He just was trying to walk away from full screen.
And there's nothing as a Balrog player more satisfying than landing those combos right there because the screen shaking, the damage, it just feels
I mean,
so
dude, doing
satisfying.
40% from half screen is pretty nice. You know, with a couple of bars, that's pretty strong damage from him.
Yeah. But look, that was a great match. But we got some crazy matches still coming up.
So let's run this down for the people. Up next, we're going to have R Kappa's XYZZY versus SD Pinoy, who just beat Yukon.
Right.
After that, we're going to have EG's Momochi versus Mike and Ike, who is the Laura player doing super well. Mothman, who beat Goichi.
First round.
Yes, versus Haitani. Ooh. Xiaohai versus Alucard.
Oh my god.
And that's just the lineup we have for you guys right now. So, you know, we got a couple of good matches coming up.
Yeah, I mentioned on social media, too, I was talking to SD Pinoy before his match with Yukadon.
Right.
And he was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on this match. And apparently, he plays Genghis in that matchup all the time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a great fight for Bison versus Nash. I think he has all the tools in the world to deal with that character.
Yeah, especially with all the 4-frame buttons that Nash has.
Right, and you know, he doesn't have great answers to a lot of the movement tools from Bison, and yeah, I just think that's a totally fine fight for him to take. In the meantime, he's going to be going up against XYZZY from South Korea. Representing R Kappa here. He's had a good run in the tournament so far, looked really strong with Birde, but he's going up against SD Pinoy.
Yeah, SD Pinoy is always the one player I feel like besides maybe Tampa Bison who keeps making this character look strong.
Yeah.
But, you know, even both SD Pinoy and Tampa Bison will tell you that this character is not very good.
Yeah.
But they are definitely squeezing blood out of a stone with this character.
What a crush at the start from Pinoy. He's got the spacing offense so far. And that spacing on the Fierce from Pinoy. Oh, what a backdash, too. That's a crazy read. On the throw bait,
and there's going to be a stun. SD Pinoy going to start this with a potential perfect. Not going to kill just yet.
Oh, what a read at the start. Birde just jumps away.
Look, we saw what Menard did to Ricki Ortiz. It took like 3 hits, and then Chun-Li was dead.
Right, and that's the case. The character has, you know, such high damage output, and even if he loses this round, I think he'll be okay. He got SD Pinoy to spend a bar.
Right.
Oh, crush.
Oh, here we go into the corner.
Oh, mistime the meeting.
Wow, that was really off. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what happened.
Oh, not sure. Yeah, that was a big whiff on the roundhouse. I'm not, you know, maybe he missed an additional dash or button. Crushed again. Drop combo from Pinoy.
That's the second time Pinoy's missed that after the crush.
Yeah, lovely spacing, though, to get it that time. And again, Birde with the 4-frame normals. Not easy for him to deal with that. Town of Fears. His button of choice in a lot of ranges.
Slowly by slowly becoming obvious that that's a tool underutilized by many Birde players.
Oh, punish. And SD Pinoy has the trigger to pop as well.
Yep. Not going to spend any extra meter. He didn't have any extra meter for more damage. He still has the trigger going. Great block.
Checks afterwards. Keeps up the plus frames, but the answer with the EX.
Armor.
Yeah, great work from XYZZY to just get through in that scenario. Despite Bison being, you know, +1, it's not plus enough to get away from that armor.
All right, +1, +2 situations are usually good times to use your armor because the opponent's just so confident, you know, that he has the advantage. It's gonna hit buttons. Oh, falls into the banana.
Oh, Pinoy has offense now, although lost the corner that he had just a minute ago. Oh, whiff punish.
Oh, beautiful. Now he's trying to bait out those Psycho axes. But here we go, SD Pinoy is going to get the throw, and he gets the crush again, but too far.
Too far to combo it, although he keeps it up afterwards.
I love
another
the
jump out. And man, XYZZY so committed to that option. Trigger now available.
Oh, he's going to get hit, yep. Backdashes out of that, wow.
Ah, jump from Pinoy. I'm not sure what he was looking for. Good block on the overhead. One more for the round from Pinoy. We'll see what it is. Other side was trying to bait that.
He gets hit low.
Oh,
he's just going to chip him out.
Yeah,
there it is. Beautiful.
Chip. Pinoy was stuck. I'm not even sure what he tried. If he just blocked and got chipped, or maybe it says chip up there. So
yeah, I don't know if Bison had anything he could have done in that
tried to forward dash, maybe.
Maybe charge long enough that he could do a EX.
I don't even know if he had EX.
That's
yeah, it's hard to say, but I mean,
point.
I think at that point you just try forward dash and hope that you can get through or something. But yeah, really a smart chip out.
Yeah, great stuff from Zaizi.
Anti-air. And, you know, I like the spacing that he's got here. Despite, you know, Pinoy really getting the best things on the ground in a lot of the first round match. Yeah, he's readjusted and now done a great job to stuff a lot of this Bison pressure.
Another one of the situations, though, that, you know, Bison can apply a little bit more pressure. Birde with no long-range 3-frame button.
Yeah, he can't contest a lot of this Bison pressure after he blocks stuff, but if you can make it whiff, it's great for you. Pops the trigger.
Alright, gets as much damage as he can. Goes for the frame trap. Good block on the V reversal.
Oh, no cancel off of the Fierce from Pinoy. That could have been the round.
Yeah, and he was in V-trigger. It's the same case where he doesn't have to charge for that, right?
Yeah, and you know, he just needs one hit. Birde just really needs one buffer and a critical art.
Ooh.
Or an EX dive. What a whiff punish.
That was... I mean, that's kind of one of those option selected whiff punishes because it's at just the right distance that if you block it and hit medium, you're not going to come out with anything. But if you're right out of the range, then yeah, you're going to get the whiff punish.
Oh man, just leading again with that pressure.
And now a crush counter. Look at this relentless pressure right now from SD Pinoy, but a jump out of the corner for Zaizi, and he's going to combo into the critical art.
Big damage. He gets the setup afterwards as well. That meter roundhouse.
Roundhouse, yeah.
Oh, what a whiff again, man. The whiff punishes on this guy.
Good block on the slow slide.
Ah, V reversal just to prevent that V trigger pop from Pinoy. And now there's so much gray damage, this is going to be a lot.
Oh my god.
On the overhead will do it now, match point.
Yeah, Pinoy has taken the first round both times, but in the first game, Zaizi came back, took the next two. Will history repeat itself?
Man, what a neutral jump. Pinoy leading maybe a bit too hard on that down forward heavy punch.
Yeah, that was like 3 neutral jumps to start the round for Zaizi that worked out really well for him.
Anti-air. He's just ready for it. Oh, stuffed. That's big damage from Birde, and finally the EX dive.
The Bull Revenger catches him, but here comes SD Pinoy. He's going to get the knockdown combo. What's the mix-up? Oh, those crouching light punches from Birde's such a pain to deal with.
Man, just leading plus frame into plus frame, and now Birde got a V reversal to get away, which means no trigger. The throw as well. Pinoy in a good spot for himself. Blocks it, but immediate check after. Oh, what a neutral
wow.
jump.
Not quite, though. Not quite soon enough to get the hit. Pinoy trying to find it, but those crouching jabs. And finally, the slide takes it for Zaizi.
Yeah, it just gets right under the button that he hit there. That was really smart. It just snuck right under, and that's what you got to do. So Pinoy, you know, going to be sent to the losers. He's in losers top 64 now. Has to fight his way to the top 32. But, you know, he had a good run here. Still has a chance in the losers bracket, as we mentioned. We have so many good matches coming up for you guys that you guys are going to look ahead to.
All he needs to do is win one more, and he will be in top 32 loser side. But let's take a look at this ending here. Not quite able to punish that whiff scissors, but then just these crouch light punches are really irritating. See, look at that.
And he tried to hit Fierce there. It was just in startup and down forward heavy punch. Slides right in and gets under it. So good work from him. It was a good button to hit in that scenario. You know, it would have gone under a lot of the Bison buttons. So that's a good option in that scenario. And yeah, just good work to him. Top 32 for our Kappa's XYZZY.
I'm just going to call him Zaizi.
Yeah, either one.
Zaizi sounds like
Kappa player that is sponsored, or Birde player sponsored by Kappa, doing work so far. So really strong stuff to him. And I think a lot of people did expect him to make top 32 here.
Yeah. But coming up next, it is going to be Iji's Momochi. As you can, he will be on the player 1 side, it looks like. And he's going to be going up against Mike and Ike 12. So,
who is having a really good showing for himself this week, and he OCV'd Team Punko, Reketsu, and XYZZY earlier in the team tournament.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
nice.
OCV'd that team with Laura. So, you know, he's got a good weekend. Obviously, Momochi on a crazy level.
Right.
Momochi's
play for the last couple of events where he's gotten second place has just looked really, really, really clean.
He's looked near unstoppable in a lot of these sets. You know, lost recently to second place to Tokido at Seam, second place to Zhao Hai at Brooklyn Beatdown in the ESL event. But you know, despite all that, has looked so strong.
There's so many good players here. It's really, really hard to pick any favorite. You know, like you're gonna pick the field over any single player here.
Oh, definitely.
But if you did want to pick a player that probably a lot of people would, you know, would also